Sounds good.
Nice.
Good evening. How are we?
Good evening, and welcome to 3308. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you.
308 now.
It is 3308, which is kind of insane. But we're
I'm so gonna have to get used to remembering that.
it is a big change, and usually for the first half of the year, I think it's still the year before. But I think that's normal. I think that's just how people roll. That's like normal human behavior. Unlike squatting at a bar, that's not normal human behavior, but it is normal commander behavior. We are a weird sort, Space Commanders. We're different from normal humans. We have Pilots Federation licenses, and that gives us many special privileges. Like being able to murder people. But we're not allowed to buy alcohol from the bar. Anyway. How you doing? So we got Dark Heavy 8 and we got Sakao in the chat. Hello. How was your New Year's evenings?
Family and alcohol.
Family and alcohol. And Sakao, what about you?
Same as the year before and before.
And the year before and the year before. It is kind of like, after a while, the whole like New Year's Eve thing, definitely as you get older, it's just like, I don't feel the need to get like completely wasted on that particular night, because I could do that any old Tuesday. But it was I got to go see a couple of friends last night. It was a very small thing, just the three of us, and yeah, I got pretty drunk, so now I'm pretty hungover today, which is super fun. But what better thing to do on a hungover New Year's than, you know, play some Elite Dangus, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And what up, Loot? How you doing? Your resolution is still 1920 by 1080. That's good to hear. I think mine's actually... Hold on. What the hell is my resolution? Because I got like a nice graphic card, so it should be pretty high.
Is that Luke's New Year's resolution?
Is that your New Year's resolution? Oh, God. Oh, how did I miss that? Oh, that's nothing, Loot. How you doing? Yeah, mine is the 2560 by 1440. Such an odd resolution. I could go even higher. 5,000. I don't know. I don't want to break the computer. But I don't know. It doesn't make too much of a difference. Like, you could put this thing in 640 by 480. I probably wouldn't. Let's see what happens when we try that. Let's put it to the lowest resolution and see what happens. I've never done this before recently. What if we put it to 640 by 480? How is it going to look? How is Odyssey going to look? Are you sure? No, but yeah, why not? This is already very... Okay, I see on the stream it's become a small box in the corner. Let's make this large. I'm going to make this large. It's going to screw things up, but you have to see how cool this is. It's in letterbox format. Remember, like, old letterbox? I feel like I'm playing, like, Jedi Knight or something from back in the day.
I need someone for a transport job.
Yeah, what was the old less box? Is that like 16 by 9 or something?
Well, the 16 by 9 is widescreen. This would be 4 by 3. So, like, the old 4 by 3 ratio. And it's like, that's how TV shows used to look, because no one had widescreens back in the day. Oh my god, this looks terrible. It actually looks better on the stream than it does on my monitor, because, like, on the stream at least it's like possible for it to be tiny, but when it's stretched out into a large format, it definitely feels like I'm playing like Dark Forces 1 or something.
What can I get you?
Okay, enough of that. Oh, shoot, hold on. I have one of the mechanical keyboards that the keys are really loose on it. So sometimes when I'm playing in the middle of a session, my W key will spring up and fall on the floor. It's really not... They should have advertised this on this keyboard. There we go, okay. Sorry. Alright, let's see if I can change the graphics back without this crashing. I can barely read what's on the screen. Nope, not to the 5000 one. I don't want to break it. And we're back in refreshing, beautiful, modern graphics. And on the stream now, everything is just big. Oh my god. Hold on, can you see this? Look at that resolution. Okay, let me resize the screen. But how you guys doing out there? How was your New Year's? What did you do? Did you have fun? Did you make resolutions? Because I did. I made some resolutions for today. We're going to cover that as soon as I can
help you, Commander?
Fix things. My first resolution should have been do not change the resolution. But that's that's the problem for 3307. All right, we're back. It's normal sized. I got a 4K screen. And do I have a 4K screen? Is that what I don't know, man. I got a big monitor. Hold on, I guess I got the box. It's called the Ultra Gear. The Ultra Gear LG thing. And it's like it got G-Sync in it, which I don't know what it's supposed to do, but my friend was like, "You gotta get the G-Sync." And I'm like, "All right, G, I'll do it."
Yeah, you got scammed. You don't need that G-Sync thing. You don't need it. It's basically a really fancy way for you to run your monitor at a variable refresh rate, and it's basically NVIDIA's proprietary tech, but you don't need that. Unless you do CSGO, yeah, but no.
No, I don't have that game. I guess it's like it only works with certain, like so many small games that like it's very specific at this point. But maybe, I don't know, maybe in 10 years everyone will need to have G-Sync for some reason. I don't know. I just like, okay, I need a good monitor and I want one that like will take advantage of the new graphic card that I get so I could play Odyssey without VR and still feel immersed. Because
yeah, you should ask me first on the computer
Sorry,
thing.
can I get past?
Otherwise you're gonna waste money on that. Because I don't know, this is kind of my job, I think.
oh yeah, so you know your stuff. Yeah, I mean I don't. So I was just like, this monitor looks nice and shiny. It has G-Sync. What about V-Sync? How about C-Sync? What about S-Sync? It only had G-Sync, but I was like, that's fine, I'll take it anyway. I mean, maybe it was a mistake, but you know what? It runs fine, and that's pretty much what I needed to do. So I'm happy with it. But yeah, I do feel like the G-Sync thing was like totally not necessary. Oh no, and loot had to work. Well, you know what? Again, I don't know, man. As you get older, it's just like I don't care about New Year's. Like I could do a New Year's party any damn day of the year and just pick a different calendar. You know, we don't need to go with the Gregorian calendar. You could have a New Year's party for the Julian calendar, and no one's gonna judge you. So it's just like.
Well, I have a bad news for you.
What's that?
Do you know who is Tom Scott?
Tom Scott. He's like a YouTuber, right?
Yeah, he got a video on the channel called Number File.
Okay.
So about time zones, you should watch that.
I like Tom
amazing
Scott's.
video.
He does some pretty good content.
Oh, not Number File, Computer File.
Computer File. So that's like.
Basically, search time zones. Tom Scott, you land on it.
I think I've seen that video. I think I have. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, time zone's kind of like, it is weird where it's kind of like, okay, like depending on where you are in the Earth, there's a different definition of when the day ends, right? And it's just like very weird to me that, you know, it's like, yeah, like a whole half of the planet is always the day before, and then it just gradually sneaks up on them, right? It's like an unusual thing about living on a round world, or so they say. I haven't seen the Earth from space, personally. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not a flat earther, I will disclaim that now. My frame rates are going really far down, actually. I'm gonna log out and log back in. I think all that messing with the resolution has irritated the frame rate gods. But when I do that, while I do that, I've put together some resolutions for 3308. You know, obviously you get to the end of a year, you reflect back if you're Galnet, right? Because Galnet's publishing all these like 3307 retrospectives that talks about all the crazy news from the past year, which really was not that much until the last couple months, where the Winking Cat and Theta 7 and all that sort of kicked off. But if you go to your Galnet, you can see, if you want to reflect by yourself on 3307, they're publishing a whole little like retrospective series. And I'm like, at least they're doing something that's kind of neat, like kind of recapping the news so that if you weren't paying attention to like, oh, remember the Proactive Detection Bureau? Neither does anyone else, because that was like months ago and never tied into anything else again. But yeah, it's kind of cool that they've got like, you know, retrospectives there. But I like to look ahead and go like, what am I going to do this year? What specifically am I not going to do? You know, resolutions. So I actually put together some resolutions, and what we're going to do today, just get it all, rip off the Band-Aid. So here are the resolutions. No rebuy is number 1, so no rebuying. Number 2 is no killing people, not even accidentally. Number 3 is no drugs and booze. No smashing into planets. No shenanigans. No docking incidents. No ramming the concourse. No piracy. No tossing tourists into the sun. And to generally do some exercise or join a space gym. I feel like that's a pretty common resolution. Yeah, so that's a good set of goals.
Okay, I'm logging out right now.
Are these goals scary? I don't intend to kill any of you guys, but it's hard not to kill people.
So on number 2, you said no killing people.
Yes.
Does that include NPC?
Correct. No killing whatsoever. No murder, even accidental. So the first thing we're going to do is an assassination mission.
Nice.
Our goal will
because that's not killing, is it? It's assassination.
Technically speaking, yes. But I mean,
how about you like me flying a courier with no weapon on it?
Oh, I can't kill an unarmed courier. I would feel bad. But let me show you what I'm flying. I'm flying this beautiful crate, and I've got it. This is kind of my main ship right now outside of my courier, which I love the courier, and I love that for Christmas we got a courier with no rebuy, which is awesome. But I've got a crate here loaded with... I actually put my pulse disruptor lasers. I've had these sitting in storage for literally like 3 years, doing nothing. They're like the Winter's power play weapon. It's the only power play weapon I have in the entire game. And they are fixed range pulse disruptors. And I believe what they do is like, when they hit a ship, they make random systems fail. So I think that's kind of fun. But yeah, it's a pretty well-rounded ship. But of course, it's a little bit, it's a bit more of a beast because it's a medium ship. But I figure, well, you know what? Let's break every single one of these resolutions on the first day of Space January. And just get that out of the way, right? That way I don't have to feel bad on the second day about these resolutions that I haven't broken.
Wait, what's that disruptor laser do?
The what?
What do those disruptor laser do?
So I think every time they hit, they have a chance to disable a random system. So like it might shut down your heatsink or it might shut down your FSD drive. I'm actually not sure how well they work, but you know what? If you want me to test it on you, I'm more than happy to experiment.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm just flying. I'm testing my way to my courier.
Yeah, if you want to be there, help a little science, find out what these things truly actually do. You could definitely do some experiments with them. I think they're pretty lame in terms of weapons. I think the concept is really cool, but then the actual practical reality is they don't actually work that well. But I love the concept of them.
Yeah, I think this game needs more those ECM stuff you see on the modern fighter planes, like able to disable radars and all electronic components.
I love the idea of counters,
cool.
like counter equipment, right? So if like someone has missiles, you have ECM. If someone has lasers, you have shields. If someone has multi-cannon, you have armor. And I love that concept of like, the right builds can counter each other, right? It's a neat thing. I'm just following this strange commander here. I'm wondering if he's scared of me. I just want to show you my cool paint job, sir. I'm not going to kill you. You're not on my resolution list. Hello. I think he's a little scared. I might be mass locking him too.
Right now the game already have that charging ECM thing that trace those. I don't know. Those things on the utility mounts. They are always look. I don't know how to say in English. Too similar, I guess.
So like chafe I think is pretty straightforward. It's like, okay, that helps counter gimbaled weapons and turrets. And then heatsink is cool. That works pretty well. It's very multifunction. then you have point defense. And point defense, I love point defense. You go to Guardian sites, it'll help you against those missiles, and it'll help you against incoming missiles. But I have no idea what the hell ECM does. I know you have to activate it.
I think ECM disable those missiles that follows you, I guess.
I'm assuming, it like breaks a target lock.
Charge. Yeah, you hold the button to charge. The longer you hold, the wider the area it gets. It's a sphere, I guess.
But I'm like, okay, so if it breaks a missile lock, does like what would be the reason to get ECM over just point defense? Because point defense, just shoot that missile down.
That's the point. Either you make ECM an AOE that breaks, I don't know, for different rank, higher rank you can break some systems like sensor or radar or just weapons. Disable them for a brief of time, just like those CC abilities in RPGs like World of Warcraft. I mean, if you look at a rogue, you already sure he's gonna stun you.
Yeah.
So if you look at a ship with not much a weapon, but high, I don't know, for example DBX, you can fit a weapon on it, but it has large module, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm designing a system, I'm gonna say let's have a big component on the DBX that makes it into a real electronic fighter like those.
Okay.
EA-18G Spatula, I think, that runs on the that fly with the aircraft carrier. That would be cool.
Hey, you know what?
You don't fight.
There's a lot of things that I wish that they put in this damn game. I'm just more like, I don't know. Like, in Dark Heavy, do you know what is the difference between an ECM and a point defense? Because I never use ECMs.
I have no idea, and I would challenge you to find anyone in the game that does know.
Is this a mystery? Like, what the hell is the ECM for? Maybe it's for, like, attracting Thargoids? I don't know. But I'm assuming that what it would do would, like, break a missile lock. But then again, it's kind of like, okay, do you just keep spamming it, and then, like, anytime you have a lock, you just pop that and the missile just gets confused and wanders off? Or maybe you could test that later, because I am kind of curious to what the heck that module does, because I just never put it on my ships, because I just feel like every time that I have done it, I always forget that it's there. Or like maybe it's just such a niche application that like the usefulness is like very specific situations.
I guess it's down to
so
down to what?
So what?
Sorry, I couldn't hear Dark Heavy there. What did you say? Down to what? Down to the wire? Down under?
Well, I've never used shield cell banks. They don't fit with my playstyle. Balls to the wall, all guns blazing, last magazine, all ammo, full automatic, that kind of thing. Other people are more tactical, they understand these things and know how they work, but shield cell bank? Nah, when my shield's down, I'm just going full automatic, so I've never used a shield cell bank. Same thing for ECM. I dare say there are people out there that know what they do and how they work, but I'm not one of them. I'm
sure probably some people must have it. But, you know, so Luke is saying electronic countermeasure is for rockets, the other one is for lasers and miniguns. But, like, okay, the laser minigun one, that's chafe, right? So, like, point defense will shoot down missiles, but I think electronic countermeasures, like, just breaks missile locks? I think that's it. We gotta test this later, because I need to know.
Mostly. So, at some point I was bored, I started to look at wiki on stuff. So basically you think ECM is just like a countermeasure that deals no damage, that you can actively toggle, and it takes more of the power.
Yeah, but what does it do?
While point defense, you cannot actively control it, but I mean you can, but you disable the module.
True. But yeah, but like, what does it
for
do?
ECM, it's like this. Okay, I'll paint you a picture. Say I'm fighting you.
Okay.
So I fire a missile on you.
Okay.
And let's say torpedo. Torpedo is slow.
Okay.
But torpedo, you only have about a very few of them. Like mine, if I have a range 3, I only have 4.
Okay.
So if you fire it, you gotta make sure it lands. So, and torpedo deals a lot of damage, right?
Yeah.
So what will you do? So you hold down a button. The ECM start to charge. So while you're charging, I guess I never used it, but I read on wiki. So you're able to see a circle thing on your radar.
But what does it do?
So the circle thing will get bigger. That's the range of.
But does it just like break the missile lock, and the missile will fly off kind of thing?
It disable the tracking, but
So-
you gotta hold the button. The longer you hold, the range bigger. It gets bigger. So
Okay.
basically, it's a active ability that it doesn't take ammo.
See, to me, it just feels like, okay, this is just too damn confusing, and like, it's the same thing like with the Thargoid,
Yes.
the counter Thargoid
The
thing.
whole game is damn confusing. It's fucking 34th century and you don't have autopilot.
Welcome to Elite Dangus,
That's
the
the
most
point.
confusing place on the planet. Is that you, Dark Heavy? No, that's just a sentry skimmer. I thought it was your chieftain, your missile boat, coming in from the distance. Okay, here we are on...
So about the point defense is that it can shoot down incoming missiles, right? But it's dumb.
Well, I think let's do a test later, because I do want to understand what the heck those things do, but it's just like to me it's kind of like, why would you just not get point defense? Like, what would be the scenario where like ECM would actually be useful? Oh my god, there's a dude named Rusty coming.
There is one scenario you will want ECM. Say I'm fighting with you on a group of pirates.
Okay.
Both you and I have missiles on, but my ship has point defense. So when I'm close with you, you shoot your missiles at a pirate. My point defense will shoot down that missile you just fired.
Yeah.
See, it's dumb.
Yeah, but then like what? But then
cannot tell. It cannot tell who shooting who.
Oh, so like point defense will shoot down your own missiles? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. Tell you what, we're gonna do a test. But I want to kill.
Not your own missile. Not your own missile.
I think it's time. We have to kill this Angeline Kelly. So I need to focus on murder right now, which is my first resolution. Don't murder. But today we are breaking every resolution to start the year off clean and fresh with a no guilt over having to maintain these resolutions all year. So of course I could get out and find a computer, but what I want to do is use this wonderful scorpion. Like, they're not going to notice that there's a guy in a scorpion just like rolling around the base casually looking for someone. And Dark Heavy, I think you're oh, hold on. This guard, they can't scan you when you're in your SRV, right?
I've found Angeline Kelly and she's standing round outside the front of the having a cigarette and pretending like she's not just about to.
Okay, so I may have just so apparently, okay, just nudging guards will anger them. Oops, hold on. I need to murder a couple people. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. I'm stuck in the walls. Okay, we need to go in turret mode. We need to take out these skimmers. Dark Heavy, find that target and just, keep him from running away, you know? Oh my god, this scorpion is fun.
She's scanning me right now.
Okay, we're gonna have to make our way over to Dark Heavy. Our shields are kind of like not working too well here. Oh yeah, Pip's the weapon. Wait, did I hear your grenade? Move, 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 move. Okay. We're gonna go this way. Oh wait, I realized when you go into turret mode, if your mouse is off to the side, if you're using like the mouse pad, you will get stuck with that movement. It is a terrible, terrible design flaw. Okay, let me take down the skimmer with a rocket. Wait, I didn't even have a launch. Maybe he used DCMs. Yeah, I made this terrible thing of binding my my targeting button to the same button as fire missiles. Alright, we're gonna move around the base, we're gonna find Dark Heavy. Dark Heavy's got eyes on Angeline Kelly. But can I
actually, I've got eyes on her buns. And her buns are really sweet. So
Sweet
if you've got to kill her, but yeah, I'll get out.
Maybe we can convince her to just disappear. Say we don't want to kill you. Like you just get out of here. Just never come back to the bubble. Hold on. I think I see Dark. Are you in this little valley?
No, I'm in the middle of a compound.
Oh, is she inside?
No, sorry, inside a compound, outside. If you can lock on to me, I'm 5 feet away from her.
What am I looking at over there? Is that your ship? No, that's your map sheet. Okay. We'll just mosey our way down through this little crevasse. And these people are very angry, but it's fine. We'll pay for the damages. Is this her? Angeline Kelly! Hello, sweet
There she is.
I'm just going to gently nudge her into doom. Did that get her? No, no, no.
Eat this!
Eat this? This is assassination by, like, light bumpering. She's not, she refuses to die.
A shield offline!
Alright, she's dead. Wait, what the hell? What happened?
Whoa, I just died and got blown up by everyone or something.
Did the base, like, self-destruct? I don't know what happened.
have no idea.
Okay, so hold on. Loot posted something in the chat here saying, electronic countermeasures is a utility module used to defend against hostile munitions with tracking capabilities, including secret missiles, torpedoes, and hatch breakers. So that could be a hatch breaker counter.
No, point defense also shoot down hatch breaker.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's right. I've had my Olympus shot down by point defense, whether they were hatch breakers or not. But yeah, that's so. Yeah, I really want to test this.
Yeah, I guess the main point is you cannot easily disable your point defense cannon, but you can, however, actively engage the ECM thing. You blow a bubble of disable, I guess.
Okay. Well, okay. So
blow a bubble disable.
Did anyone happen to notice?
Anything in range will be disabled.
Did anyone notice why that mission failed? Because, like, it says mission failed, but I'm like, I saw her die. I guess maybe, was it a covert? It just said kill Angeline Lilly, so I don't think it was covert. Maybe I failed because I died before I left the base. That's possible. That's sinister, though. Like, I feel like they should just give that to me anyway, but... Alright, that's...
disappeared on my end.
Yeah, it apparently failed. Okay, I did want to find hazards. Well, actually, let's just check in on the rest. So we just rebought, so I think that was the first one gone. Let's just see here. So yes, we have. Well, technically, okay. Technically, we didn't rebuy because we died in SRV. So that's still not broken. But we have killed someone. That is now broken. So the next one would be drugs and booze. So we need to find drugs and booze. Where do we find drugs and booze?
Well, if you can come over to my house, I might be able to nudge a friend of mine, but, you know.
Where can we find Onion Head? I want to find Onion Head. So for this, I might need to actually just go on to Inara very quickly. I think we need to load up with some drugs in our, like, very illegal drugs. Onion head. What is the most illegal? Is the gamma strain the one that everyone worries about?
Yeah, that's the one.
The performance enhancer is quite illegal. Yes.
Performance enhancers.
I mean,
Is that like marijuana?
anything goes to Imperial space is illegal, I guess.
Onion head. Gamma strain. Okay. Wait, that's a legal drug? Okay, hold on a second. When did that become legal? Wow, okay. So apparently that is a legal drug.
Illegal.
Where to buy onion head? I hope the FBI isn't monitoring my
Yeah.
search results.
Yeah, you said you want to test out those disruptor laser. Yeah, let's test it.
I do want to test it.
Yeah, shoot me.
But
I
hold on.
got nothing to lose.
Shoot you? Wait, do you have ECM?
I don't, but
Because I don't have
ECM
missiles.
doesn't work on laser.
We can test the system disabling stuff. Okay, we have to go to Kappa Fornakis to get onion head. How far is Kappa Fornakis? It is. Oh my god, that's really far. It's not too far. There are two. It looks like what are they called? Boosted jumps. White dwarfs. Yeah, it's 4 jumps to Kappa Fornakis or whatever. Okay, are you in my instance? No, you're not. Okay, let me go back to Super Cruise. Do you want me to shoot you with pulse lasers?
Disruptor laser, I guess.
Okay, let me get to orbit, and then you can drop in on my wake. Or wait, there you are. If I had an interdictor, can you interdict your own wing members? That would be fun. I'll drop in on your signal.
I don't have that installed.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
I dropped out.
I have one, and I was like, so like over the holidays, I went in and just like wanted to clean up and organize a little bit of my shipyards. And I just had so many like old Sidewinder bookmarks and stuff like that from way back in the day. And so I kind of went through and like transferred all my modules to Shinratra and Dejra, and I transferred all my ships there as well. At least the ones that I didn't, the ones that needed to be there. Okay, I'm gonna drop it on your signal if I can. Is he gonna let me? No destination locked. Dropping a current location. It worked out, yay! Okay. Alright, hold still. I'm gonna come right up to you.
Yeah.
Come right in front. And then I'll show you how these pulse disruptors work, and hopefully let me just make sure I got them bound to the right things so I could just fire those. I don't know also if they work through shields. Where'd you go? Okay, there you are. Alright, okay, I'm going too fast. This might be a slight boop. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I might have taken down your shields and put you to 48% all.
Where did you learn to fly?
Okay, I came in a bit hot there. I'm gonna try.
I have a very weak shield, so only one bump. Next bump will kill me.
I'm gonna try not to bump you. I'm gonna try very hard. So okay, maybe just put your pips to shields and let's get your shields back up. That way we don't like murder you accidentally.
Yeah, I have a very weak shield, so it takes ages to charge. Don't care. Just hit me.
Okay, are you ready to feel the pulse disruptors? So tell me what systems go out. So I'm gonna hit you in 3, 2, 1.
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay, what about now?
No.
Is anything happening?
It takes damage to the hull. Stop!
Oh shit, you're at 3%!
3% hull. 3% hull.
So wait, are you saying that no systems went out? Like nothing malfunctioned?
All systems are go.
Oh
All
no.
above 98%, so I don't know what.
So maybe the power play weapons are actually broken.
Anyway, I need to repair, so near station.
Okay, you go repair.
Refinery.
I'm so tempted
Yeah, I
to
need
shoot.
to go repair.
I don't want to kill you. If your shields go back up, though, I will. Oh, damn it. Okay, you're out. I'm like, if your shields went back up, I would shoot you just to see if it would disable, because I think it's supposed to, like, disable a random system. That could be your drives, it could be your FSD, it could be your heat sinks, right? So the heat of combat,
Make
you know...
sure you use the right weapon.
The what?
I guess you didn't use the right weapon.
No, it's definitely the right weapon. It's just, I think it's just kind of a useless weapon. It just doesn't work 100%. It's like an RNG weapon, right?
Look, lasers don't do that much damage to hull. I have 40% hull left when you bump me, take out my shield, and you shoot lasers on me, and only a few shots, I'm only 3% left. So, what did you fire?
I mean, it's weird because these weapons actually have reduced damage, so they actually do less damage, but they will supposedly randomly disable an electronic system. But yeah, it's kind of like I found very early on that they're kind of useless, like they don't really work as advertised, and obviously like I don't know if it even works on NPCs at all. Like you can't talk to an NPC and say, hey, what?
I don't think that laser can take out my hull that fast, to be honest. I have pulse lasers on my Python, and they take out, and they do jack shit on hull.
Maybe these, maybe, I don't know, are you in the free courier? Are you using like the, are you using like the no rebuy courier?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, it just has like really weak armor on it. I don't know, like they're class 2.
Do you want me to take on my Python?
Python would be a little meatier.
I have everything on my Python.
Python would be a little meatier, and we could get more shots on it. But we can test that in a bit. I want to get some drugs first. Get some drugs in the hold, and then what should be the next one? Let me just check back. What are my resolutions here? Oh shoot! Am I? Oh my god! I have to switch back in the stream. Sorry. This whole time, people have been just looking at the damn list of resolutions. Yeah, sorry. I had the chat in another window, and I was completely in another world.
Yeah.
All right, so we're jumping here.
What you really need is a third monitor, I guess.
Sorry, what?
It's not a. You need more monitors.
I have 3. I'm not using one. Actually, that's a great idea. I should move one into the other monitor. Okay.
Yeah. You should put one monitor on the chat, the browser window one, on the screen one is gameplay, like mine. I have 3 monitors, all the same model.
Yeah, but you know, even when I use the 3 monitors, I still have to actually physically turn my head to see one of them. And so it's like, anything I put on that 3rd monitor, I forget about instantaneously. Anyway, sorry about the resolution screen. But at least
you know what,
well
I'll bring my Python here and refit with ECM and stuff. You do your own thing again.
Well, I'm going to get drugs. We're getting drugs, and we're going to do drugs, and then we're going to spread drugs around the galaxy. We're going to do some smuggling.
Don't worry, my Python can jump.
But I found something called Scorched World, and it looks like a little tourist beacon, and I'm kind of curious what the heck this is about. And sometimes it's just interesting to explore these new, different places. I guess no one saw that pulse disruptor laser. They just saw resolutions, which is good, because then we have no witnesses. The onion head flower is native to HIP 55118. That's true, but I don't want to get out and harvest it. I just want to buy it at the commodity market. And I assume this is where I can buy it, because the internet told me so. Yeah. Can't believe I got you down to 3% hull. And I stopped shooting right before you yelled stop, because there was a bit of a delay. I was like, one more shot, you would have been dead. Alright, I want to know what this Scorched World is all about. Is this like a world that was destroyed by, it's called LOD 26B1? Oh, load. But some of these tourist beacons can be interesting, and occasionally you will find some interesting lore and information just around hidden out here in these tourist beacons. It does look like this world is kind of charred. Like someone had a barbecue that went a little bit out of control. Maybe that's the story here. This planet was the National Barbecue Association's homeworld. And just one little shish kebab accident gone wrong. The whole planet was scorched.
Oh, fuck.
Let's drop in and see. It is kind of a cool... I do like these dark charcoal planets. I can't wait till we can land on them. Of course, that is the biggest mystery, I think, right now, is just when are they going to add more Odyssey planet types to land on? As usual, all the orcas and belugas scatter as you come in, as is tradition at the tourist beacons. So let's see what this says. So, Scorched World. Commander Jack offers this location of a black scorched planet that's lit purple by the only Wolf-Rayet star in the bubble. Wait, what? Is this a Wolf-Rayet star? Really? What? Oh my god.
Fuck me.
Yeah, we're at a Wolf-Rayet
I
star.
cannot fix my ship.
Yeah, so this is a Wolf-Rayet star in the bubble. Wow, okay. These are usually pretty rare to find. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Let's go check it out. Let's see how close we can get to it. Yeah, Wolf-Rayet stars are very bright blue little bubbles. The one that I went to recently was called the Robin's Nest or the Robin's Egg or something. That's a little bit in the direction of the Pleiades.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Very beautiful. One of the most beautiful places to look at in the galaxy.
Hey, do you remember there's a bit of news earlier that some kind of star called Gliese 581, I guess. They said it will probably contain a planet that's suitable for. I mean, what's that name of the zone? I guess.
Habit of the Goldilocks zone.
Yeah.
Where it's in
I
that
was
habitable
kind of
zone.
surprised that I didn't find that Gliese 581 or 591
Yeah.
in the game.
Well, I'm certainly, I
Yeah,
know when they
most
discovered,
star in the game.
yeah, when they discovered exoplanets at the TRAPPIST system, they went and I guess realized that they were already in the game, and it was eerily similar to what had actually been discovered. So kind of a testament to the galactic simulator that drives Elite is just that, like, oh wow, like there actually were exoplanets there. And I'm quite excited because obviously over the holidays they launched the James Webb Space Telescope, and that's getting set up into position. The images that we're going to get back from that, they're going to get a lot more exoplanet discoveries, and I think the consensus is they'll probably find a lot of planets out there. Like, it's actually a lot more common than you would think. And it's only a matter of time till they find a few that are in the habitable zone, and then one that might have the right type of atmosphere. And then we're going to probably send a generation ship, and everyone will go insane and die and kill each other, as every generation ship seems to do.
That will be the main plot of Starfield. Generation ship.
Is that new Bethesda game coming out?
Yeah. Oh, Howard. And there will be another Vault 101.
I think I'm looking forward to
Vault
that
101
game.
situation all over again.
I would like to see a space Skyrim. So this is a beautiful
And
Wolf-Rayet star.
everything has to do with your dad.
With your what?
Marvel is not about your dad, but being a dad. So everything is there.
Wait, what?
Daddy issue, right?
Wait, sorry, what?
Every Fallout game
Oh,
has a
Fallout.
plot about
Well,
your dad.
not
Except Fallout 4.
not every Fallout game. Not New Vegas or
Yeah,
Fallout 1
not
or
Fallout
2.
4, I guess.
Oh, we're very close to Witch's Reach. Witch's Reach, I believe there's no known way to get the permit there. That's one of those, like, mysterious permit lock systems. Oh shoot! I just realized what we have to do here. We have to go to the damn. We have to go to the neutron star and get a supercharge.
Yeah, speaking of a neutron.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We're gonna overheat a little bit. Laud 26.
I crashed a number of times on white dwarf, thinking they are neutrons.
And there is a pretty big
However,
difference.
I do
There
manage
is
to
a pretty
charge.
big difference between the white dwarf and the neutron.
Yeah.
And you don't want to mix those two up because they can get pretty. One of them can get pretty hairy. But look at this. This Wolf Rat star is just an absolute beauty of a star. And we've got some really cool corona injections here.
Yourself.
That's okay though. You know what? It's fine. It's the new year. I could use a little getting baked. We're baking in an oven right now, but that's fine. We're gonna come out with some spatula cookies.
Base solar.
But I do love, and this is something that I guess was before Odyssey, but some of the solar flares they put in look cool, but this one's a little weird, because as I'm rotating, the flares seem to be rotating with me.
Like textures.
Yeah.
They just single texture changing the colors. They don't even have a mesh.
No. I don't know. This is something I'd be interested to know. Do you people want the ability to run into stars? Like, no more exclusion zones. Let me go right down and fall into that burning hot magma and go right into the star. Would that appeal to anyone? As much as
Do
it
you
does to
know
me?
about EVE Online?
Do I know about EVE Online? No, I've never heard of it. I'm just kidding. I've never played it, but I know about it, obviously. Yeah. Can you run into stars?
EVE
In that
Online is
no?
an MMORPG that
Yeah.
the main driving force of the entire economy is new player getting in, because new player can give some kind of item to old player that can trade into game time
Yeah.
subscription.
Well, okay.
So
My
there you go.
my specific question is: can you fly into a sun in Eve or a black hole?
At some version, so you can.
Ooh.
Before that, it's just a bubble. You can fly into like X3
Like a lead or whatever.
and nothing happen on you.
So we did just smash into a star and we didn't die. And that's kind of like, that's where I'm like, this game is Elite dangerous, right? And like, they put up safety nets around black holes and planets, and I'm like, just let me smash into a star or smash into a black hole and see my ship get torn apart piece by piece. Why can't we do that? Why do we have these protective exclusion zones? That's not very dangerous. Or Elite. I would love to see that though. One day, if you could just like fly right into a star, down into its gaseous center. See how far you can get down there.
So fun thing about EVE Online is when the server becoming congested, i.e. when there are too many people in the same area, so the server will slow down. I mean literally slow down. The time stretches. You mean?
Oh.
Say if you have a skill that has a 5-second cooldown, when the time dilation is setting at 6x, your skill will be 30-second cooldown, i.e. your ship flies 6 times slower.
Interesting. So they actually they use actual time dilation to explain that in the game, or is that just like, you know, like behind the scenes mumbo
It's
jumbo?
just a MacGuffin.
Ah, yeah.
MacGuffin, you know.
But that's how they solve, I guess, the idea of like when you have
can-
100 players coming into the same space. You know, that's the only thing they can do to keep
technical
it playable. Ah, interesting. Well, I didn't know that. Yeah, I've never played Eve.
Also that
Sorry, go ahead.
in EVE Online, your ship cannot jump from space from one system to another. You gotta go through stargates.
Oh, okay.
So you can imagine there will be a lot of PvP on busy stargates. So that game is hugely hostile towards people like me. And don't forget they only have one server for all.
Right.
for the world, and one for China because China, I guess. So,
China's big enough to have their own server. But here, so here's the question: and I've thought about this a lot, and again, I know different people have different, I guess, levels of how much they enjoy PvP. But one thing that I think that Elite is such a big game; it's a 1-to-1 Milky Way, and I love the idea if they were to put, let's say, a gate system like a Stargate in the bubble that could get to Colonia. Right, and then back. That would create a choke point that, there would be a lot of PvPers there. But I think that would be cool. And I'd love to see that eventually happen. I don't know if it works with the Elite lore and physics, like if wormholes are illegal or whatever in terms of like the Braben Code of Honor. But I don't know. I'd love to hear if other people, like, do you think that they should put at least some Stargates in Elite that are like, you just go in here and you wake up in Colonia kind of thing? Or does that ruin the game?
So, I'm not for... Oh, that's a white dwarf.
Oops. And I just smacked into it.
So, on the lore standpoint, I'm all for a Stargate thing. I think that looks sexy AF. But on gameplay standpoint, I don't think it's a good idea. So, like I said, go PvP.
Is that, but like, I mean, like, let me put it this way, like, there's always solo mode, right? That's the one saving grace with Elite is that, if you really don't want to be bothered by PvP, you're not stuck, right? It's not like EVE Online where, like, it's everyone's playing the same server. If you just want to go into solo mode and have a chill time, you can absolutely do it, right? And so that's where I'm like, okay, like, that said, for the people that like open, I'm just like, I think it'd be exciting to have a few systems that like have a gate in them. So it's like maybe there's like one gate that goes to Colonia, one that goes to Sagittarius, one that goes to somewhere else. Maybe a one-way gate that you have to work your way back from. But just having those gates would create like these choke point systems where, as people are going for this long distance journey, they're gonna have to worry about all the pirates, right? And then think about like the possibilities of like hauling like rare goods between Colonia and the bubble, because obviously the further away that you are with rare goods, the more they are worth up until a certain point, right? Hold on, who's looking at my titties there? I'm just seeing the Discord. I guess it's looking at my holiday sweater. I love how the UI screws up like that.
So I have a better idea in my mind. So instead of Stargate, which is just too MacGuffin to me.
Okay.
Well, Stargate is technically speaking, from a game designer standpoint, it's very easy to make it. Just one point to another, I guess. Adding some fancy graphics, but what would be more fun, I guess, is to have a bus system, i.e., think of a mega ship, I guess.
Yeah.
That will travel periodically on, like I said, from system A to system B.
Okay.
Not necessarily that far to, what was that? Colonia. Yeah.
See, my problem with that is just like, okay, so they kind of have that, right? Like they have fleet carriers, but you can only jump 500 light years and it takes 15 minutes between jumps. Okay, fair enough. That's like the price you pay for having a large ass ship. And they've got mega ships that will go back and forth between destinations, but it's kind of a case where you have to dock with the mega ship and then kind of wait 24 hours for it to go and then come back. And I'm like, if you're trying to get to Colonia and actually enjoy the game, then it kind of takes away from that, right? So that's where I'm like, a gate would be cool, because a gate you could just go through and then you're in Colonia, and then you can do your Colonia stuff and then head back to the gate. And maybe, I don't know, there maybe needs to be some dynamic where maybe every once in a while the gate malfunctions and you can get spit out in the middle of the black. Although they'll never do that because that would be far too punishing, and then people would just blow themselves up.
That's why I think the mega ship bust is more fun.
If it was a megaship bus and could get interdicted and you have to like fend off Thargoids or something, that would be cool. I mean, I'm not like opposed to it. It's just like what I don't like is the idea that like you get on the megaship and then you have to wait like a whole real life day, right?
It's not. If I'm gonna design it, their system, their megaship will be run by Apex, and they will be.
Oh, okay.
They will have many. How did I say it in English?
All aboard the Colonia shuttle port?
One trip per hour, I guess.
That's not bad. Yeah, if they were to do like multiple trips a day, so it's not like you have to wait a whole day.
Yeah, up to 24.
You got to get to like.
It will be as frequent as a ferry.
Well, my thing is like okay,
something is wrong with my game.
But here's where I think okay, so like. Part of what's cool about Colonia is obviously the distance of it and the time that it takes to travel. And if you put any shortcut in there, does it sort of diminish that journey, right? And I think it does, but at the same time, like the sacrifice you're making is you don't get to see all the cool shit along the way, right? So, and by the way, here we are at Panem. Is the Panem the place where Onion Head is native to? I believe so. Or no, it's native to HIP 55118, but Panem is I think where it's mainly grown. So we're just landing with Harvest Part. We're going to pick up some drugs. Again, if you're just tuning in now, we are breaking... we have come up with New Year's resolutions for 3308. We are breaking every single one of them in a single stream. But yeah, I mean, I love the idea. I think, like Colonia's been there long enough, and I think more people would go there or go back and forth. And I think people should experience Colonia. Because it's interesting to have, like, a part of the galaxy that's like a fledgling bubble that... every action kind of matters. Like the BGS is amplified because there's just not that many people out there. And if they were to add like a portal there and you could get to Colonia and back in a single play session, that would be kind of neat. But it does sort of take away from the journey, right? But then again, to that I say, you still have Beagle Point, right? If you really want that journey, like, you know, that's where you go. Why do I have anonymous access? Oh, god damn it, I have a fine. I have an Empire bounty, don't I?
Yeah. So on the idea of portal, i.e. Stargate versus bus, I can see a solution. Like in the Expanse, they have a sphere space, I guess, where you enter it. Inside you have a speed limit thing. So I'm thinking of some sort of Guardian Tech sphere, I guess.
Ooh.
There has many portals to the other parts of the galaxy.
See, that's not a bad idea. If it was if they could work it into the game and the lore by saying, yeah, we found out the purpose of these Guardian sites. They like connect to some interstellar, you know, pathway that's like different from Witch space, right? They could totally do it that way. I don't know. What do you think, Dirk? Have you haven't heard from? What's your weigh in on galactic fast travel?
Yeah, kind of yes and kind of no. I think I'll agree with Minani and with you at the same time. One of the, I guess, issues, I think I mentioned it in the Discord earlier on, was that everyone's really big about maximising their hyperspace drive jump distance kind of thing, and it's like, yeah, I've got 48.7 out of this and 62.1 out of that, and I'm like, yeah, remember Raxler? It was only 7 light years away and you jumped straight over it. So I'm not a big explorer, so yes, portals for me, being a lazy git, would be really good. But at the same time, I'm also looking back over my shoulder and going, what did I just miss back there?
But that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm like, I don't think a portal dynamic would ruin the sort of like trip to Colonia, because it's kind of like, okay, let me put it this way. If you were in New York and you're like, I want to go to Las Vegas, you could fly there or you could drive there. And if you fly there, you're going to get there in 3 hours and be able to get out and do the Las Vegas-y things. If you drive there, it might take 3 days, but all the things you'll see along the way, barbecue and highways and Bigfoot and all that sort of stuff, right? So it's kind of like, it's like a different experience based on like what you want to do, whether you want to just get to the destination or whether you want to enjoy the journey along the way to Raxla.
And therein lies the rub. Is it the journey or is it the destination?
That is
That is a philosophical question.
The journey is the destination.
From my standpoint, so I'm a motorcycle rider. You probably already know that. When I travel to places, I don't have a specific goal to do what. Say I'm traveling from New York to Vegas. I probably won't even enter the city. I probably won't get into those hotels on the street. I just go there, see the signpost, and I'm done. I'm just checking on some random roadside motels. Okay. If I ever travel to States, to me it's always about the journey. You see, riding a motorcycle is fucking tough.
Yeah.
It's unbearable. My butt hurts after just an hour. Yet I finished a trip of 1,000 kilometers in 1 day.
That's a lot.
You know what driving there? Because I get to see things I don't usually see at home. You don't see things in the hotel. Hotel is fucking boring.
The hotel is just a bed to sleep in, and it's like every time I go somewhere to travel, it's just like you could spend your money on the super nice hotel, or you could go out and do things like I don't know if you're in a city that's whale watching, or go to the market, or walk along in a small town. At the end of the day, all you need is a bed to sleep in, right? Like you don't need that's where it's just like you want to spend all your money on the hotel. You're going to be sitting in there. The what?
Married people.
Married people. Well, yeah, if they're gonna like bang in the bed, they want a nice bed. But that's what I said. You just need a nice bed. You don't need like to spend $1,000. You sometimes see these hotels and it's like $1,000 a night. Like, what the hell? Who would want to spend $1,000 a night just for to hang out in the hotel, right? I guess I don't know. It might be different if you're doing a resort or something like that.
So my point is, it's more fun to stay at youth hostels than those fancy hotels by Marriott. Because you gotta meet those interesting people who also share your same kind of interest like you do. I.e. travel to places, see things you don't get to see often. Often than not, they have interesting experience to share with you.
Yeah.
I mean, not me though. I don't like to chat with people. I'm a loner. So
I've only done a hostel once. I went to Iceland and stayed in a hostel there. And the hostel was like a really nice one. It was very well reviewed. I guess I was kind of going off season. And so it wasn't it wasn't super populated, but I didn't like the idea of the bunk beds and the shared room. I guess there might have been a way to book your own room kind of thing. Just because I went for a nap and then someone woke me up and they're like, "Hey man, you're snoring." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry if I woke you." He's like, "No, I was just concerned for you. You snore so loud, I thought you were dying." I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah.
But it was a jarring experience that you're just in your hotel room, quote unquote, and then there's some random person sleeping next to you in a different bed, right? I found that a little bit weird, but other than that, it was a good hostel. I think I still preferred because I was there for 3 nights and I did a hostel the first night because I figured I'll get there, check into this hostel, do that, and then I'll do a hotel for 2 nights after that. And the hotel was much nicer. It had heated floors and a hot tub and shit. So it was oh, that's nice. It wasn't that much more expensive, but hey man, you know what? I've always wanted to just go traveling with a backpack and just stay at hostels and not have anything valuable on me, so I don't have to worry about it. Like, I remember the whole time I was in that hostel, like, they give you a locker, and then you have to bring your own lock or something like that. So I had to go out and buy a combination lock, because I was carrying a pretty nice camera with me. I didn't want to lose my camera.
Yeah, I've done
Combination lock are not safe at all. You basically able to yank an open bump lock. So
yeah. What were you saying there, Dark Heavy?
Yeah, I did a lot of backpacking back in the 90s. And it is one of those things that you just have to jump into with both feet and let go of the comfort zones. And yeah, there's no such thing as a hostile hostel. Everyone's looking out for everyone else. It's a really great like backpacking trail, backpacking scene. And just bouncing off each other and like, where you headed, where have you been, where have you come from, where you headed to, physically journey, but yeah, spiritually as well, or you're doing a religious thing or whatever it might be. But no, it's really solid, and I think it's one of those things that, oh God, I don't want to sound like a crusty old git,
but
even though I'm a crusty old git. But yeah, between doing high school or A levels, whichever country education system you're in, take a couple of years out before you go to university and just go see the world. Live on $5 a day. It really grounds you. It gets you in touch with the people in the country that you're passing through, and you just get a wider view of things, and then you can move on in your life and go, yeah, I'm going to go to university, or I'm going to become a doctor, or whatever it might be. But that is a solid way of experiencing the world.
And what's the elite equivalent of that? Is that just like, like before you get your first mediumship, go out and take an exploration trip out of the bubble?
Well, I just go.
What would you say? What would you say is like the equivalent of backpacking in elite? Is that just like exploring in a hauler?
I
would say catching taxis everywhere.
It's just taxiing around the bubble. Okay. How far can you taxi out of the bubble? What is the furthest place that you can taxi? That's a good question to start thinking about.
Well,
has anyone set a record? This is what I'm very curious about. Has anyone set a record yet in elite for like the longest traveled in a taxi in a continuous taxi ride?
Googling it right now.
Because that might be a record that no one's set yet.
Well, that depends. That depends on your internet connection, really. I mean, elite, the server don't have regular maintenance like WoW or Diablo does. So
yeah,
until your internet shut down, I guess, or your computer smokes.
Until your computer literally blows up. So yeah, onion head is a flower native to HIP 555. 55118, and its seed contains a well-known psychedelic narcotic. So now we've filled our cargo with onion head. So let's just go back. I just want to check the resolutions. Because we need to break these all. Because I don't want to enter the new year without having broken every single resolution that I made. We have rebought. Technically speaking, not really, but we will probably rebuy again. We have killed people. No drugs or booze. We have drugs in our hold. No smashing into planets. We haven't done that yet, but we did smash into a Wolfrayette star. The only one in the bubble, too, which we just stumbled upon. That's kind of cool. But I think we could smash into a planet. No shenanigans. We broke that from day one, because this is all shenanigans. No docking incidents, no ramming the concourse, no piracy, no tossing tourists into the sun, and do some space exercise. Okay, I think I know what I need to do next. Now that we have this hold full of drugs, I need to ram a concourse. Dark Heavy, are you on? Minority, are you guys on Harvestport?
Yeah, I'm outside your station. You can test on me.
Why don't you guys dock and go on the concourse, and I'll show you something cool.
I'm outside the station, outside the no-fire zone.
Yeah, go dock with the and find yourself on the concourse. I want to show you something. Something I discovered the other day when doing this to Scorbin Gang. Is there's a rather neat trick that you can do with these concourses. I just need to find it.
So on my point of youth hostels, so you gotta meet people, right?
Yeah.
So isn't the game purpose of the game make it multiplayer is to make people talk at each other, right? Make them communicate. So I think the bus idea is better than the portal idea. Let's say the bus will park at the location for, I don't know, 15 minutes and take some amount of time to travel in the rich space. So in real time, you can log out.
But you could like hang out with people on on the mega
the
ship.
game literally asking you to hang out with people.
Oh wow, this is an interesting concourse. This is not a usual concourse. It looks different.
It's a agricultural station, right? It's all green.
Well, I'm just there seems to be like a ring. Hold on, let me just get a nice zoom in here. Yeah, there's like a ring by the window, which is kind of neat. At least like different props or whatever, even if it's like the same layout. Why am I getting blackout cam? What doesn't it want me to see?
Oh my god. The faction here called named East India Company.
Yep.
What the fuck?
It's part of that old Empire propaganda. Don't trust them.
Which one?
I might need to get actually a smaller ship. Now, okay, how about this? Who's already docked there?
I think the quote is we're going to need a bigger ship. A boat, sorry.
We're going to need a ship. We're going to need some ships. We're going to need more ships. All right, let me just request docking, buy myself some time.
Well, you got me. Whatever you do.
Okay, so what I want you want to go down to the. Oh, hold on. I don't want to hit this guy, but well, that's fine. That's fine. Everyone's alive. No one is suing anyone. Mission success. Okay, where'd that concourse go? Finding the concourse in these stations can be quite a bit of a task, like just looking through and all these similar looking buildings. But the concourse has a little bit of a distincter look. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. Alright, so Minarni, what you want to do is you want to go right up to the concourse and go right to the window. I swear this will probably work better in a smaller ship, but we're going to give it a try.
You're looking for it. Oh.
Like, how close is this letting me get? Because I was doing this in my courier, and it would let me get pretty close to the concourse. Yeah, this is still very far away. Hold on. I need to get in there. Okay, how about this? Yeah, you go do that in a Python, and I'm going to get out, because then I can show the people on the stream what this shenanigan actually does. I'm going to direct you to, once I get in there. But just, yeah, find that concourse, get as close as you can, and where the hell am I? Oh god, I'm stuck.
Attention. Docking pad
Okay.
must be kept clear of
Apparently, landing pad is there. Okay. So just, yeah, put your nose as close to the glass in the concourse as you possibly can. And this is not a good landing. Do not land like Spatula lands. Unless you want to anger the landing gods.
landing complete.
For some reason I've got anonymous access again. What have I done? Oh, reckless flying, yes. That's justifying. No big deal. Okay, so Minardi, you're at the window of the concourse? Shenanigans equal F. It's true, they will. Eventually. Enough shenanigans with enough time. It's like T over S equals F. That's the formula for success. And oh my god, I'm getting frame rate issues. Odyssey, why you do this? It is really bizarre what circumstances the game chooses to just burp and pass out and poop itself. Alright, so I'm heading up to the hangar. So Minardi, you want to get right in by the glass as close as you can. You'll see me come out shortly. Oh my god, it's all stuttering though. And this is actually interesting. I want to see how different this Concord might be. Wait. It says, warning, Commander Dark Heavy 8 is deactivating their systems. What did you deactivate, Dark Heavy?
I just dropped out of Super Cruise and I'm about to dock with the station.
That's apparently a warning. Alright, where'd Bernardi go? There you are. Okay, I see you up there. Okay, do you see me down there, Bernardi? Do you see me in the station? This is cool, I like this. I'm gonna stand right by the middle of the ring. Do you see me there? I'm gonna wave at you. Or salute. Okay, so what I want you to do
Here, I've got some cover.
is Minardi, you're gonna get. Is there any? You can't get any closer to the glass? The boat where you are?
As close I can get now.
Okay. So you're gonna hit your landing gear up and down, and you're gonna boost, and just boost into the glass, and let's see what happens. Pull your landing gear up, and then just like boost straight forward, straight at me. Ooh.
This is a good place to
Okay,
trade.
get back at that. So what you want to do is try not to like, try not to go off to the side. Just try to boost like right into the glass, and basically you're gonna try and see if you can get through. And if we do it just right, you might be able to.
Oh fuck! That's a little frog.
There's Dark Heavy. Okay, Dark Heavy, try boosting from there. Let's see if you can get me. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god! It's happening!
Oh!
Do it again! Oh my god. Yeah, you almost broke through.
Transport job, if you're interested.
Alright, Minardi, give it a try.
Okay.
Maybe you angle a little bit down?
No.
Yeah, just
Go down?
just a little bit up. Okay, yeah,
Or
about there.
higher?
Right, yeah, right there.
Oh,
You're not getting that close.
nothing. A little higher.
Oh god. You flew right
Maybe not
over.
the right ship for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the smaller ships, I think it can get a little bit closer to the glass, but I know for a fact that like you can penetrate the glass. Ah! You can also try to get in through these the skylights.
Oh my god, my Python look like that on the screen. Fuck! That looks like those prehistoric deformed shark.
What did you do?
That I just look at the screen. Yeah,
I'm just
heading out of
wondering what it's
station.
going to look like if I deploy my
I just
hard
cancel docking and wait for my suit to recover.
and then open up with dumbfire missiles.
The station will rapidly kill you.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
Ooh, try and get in from there. You might be able to boost from that. Oh yeah! You went the camera into blackout mode. Yeah, keep doing it. Keep boosting. Ah! I'm literally in your
boosting,
cockpit.
baby.
I'm in your cockpit.
What? I'm not getting anything.
You won't see it the same as I do, but literally, you are passing through a pillar, entering the station, and in my cockpit. Like if I move back a little bit, that poor little NPC. Lyle Bauer just doesn't know what's hitting him. And the funny thing is, the ship will actually move you out of the way.
Whatever you're doing there is tanking my FPS. My FPS is 5 now for whatever reason. Oh fuck, I can't see.
Is Dark Heavy bursting through?
Well, that's the...
This is
Okay.
all.
I
We
guess
went and got
back
Onion
off.
Head, and now reality's disassembling.
I'm backing off.
Alright, that was cool. just wanna
Okay,
check.
everyone, that's why you should fly a
If
lake
I don't
ship.
have it, it's not worth having.
You have a fucking bubble in front of it.
You can.
All our
Follow your
stands are
vessel.
guaranteed
The
for
chieftain
accuracy.
doesn't even care about glass or walls. It will pierce through anything. That's a well-made ship. The fact that you can visit
Moral of
the
the story:
concourse. What is the moral of the
don't
story?
buy DeLacy.
Don't buy
DeLacy is not for
DeLacy? More like DeLacy.
hunting into the bar.
Alright, I'm gonna go down to the ship.
But why can I put my shoe back?
Why can you what? You can't get your
I
shield
don't
back
know
up?
why my shoe back is not working.
Does it have power? Let's use the first one. Okay, so we need to smash into a planet.
Everything is
I think
working.
we got rid of shenanigans, and we did ram the concourse, so we got rid of those two. Docking incidents. Oh god.
Yeah, you.
I want to smash. I actually feel like it might be better to get into a ship that has less rebuy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my frame rates. Oh my god, I've hit 12. 11. 11 frames per second. I'm literally human molasses. What has Frontier done? And all those NPCs just standing there like this wasn't the first time. They're literally like, honestly, any commander that comes to the station pulls this stupid shit. That's what they do. That is what separates us from
Am
the
I not
NPC race.
allowed to use shield cell in no fire zone?
A shield cell what?
I'm flying away from the station and
Oh my god. Okay, I gotta get to a different
not
ship.
working.
I'm just gonna buy whatever I can buy here. Something with low rebuy, because what we're about to do is going to cost us our life. Let's see here. Okay, so they don't really have that many ships here. You can see, it's weird, the new shipyard actually goes on and shows you every single ship that's not available there, which is a little bit weird, but... let's do this in an adder, because I got some cool... Wait, what?
Huh.
You have too much cargo. Oh, damn it! Because I'm all my drugs. Okay, so I have to do 8 units of onion head right here and now. I'm gonna have to take all those onion heads. I'm gonna quote-unquote dispose them, but we all know how I'm disposing them.
Dude, you're in the middle of smashing into a planet and you have to stop and do a drug deal? Get your shit together, man.
No, I have to consume the drugs so that I can buy a ship to smash into the planet because I had too many drugs to fit into a ship I wanted to buy.
Gotcha. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
It's just economics. I'm not. It's not like.
So-
like I said, let's stop what we're doing and do a different plan. This is
Look
all part
at-
of the same one. Sorry, what?
Look at this code. Look at this code. So you see, when you have ECM fitted, you can put it in your file group or not, like me.
I still don't know what ECM physically does. But yes, you can put it in your fire groups. Yes.
Yeah, just look at there's a progress bar on the ECM, right?
Okay. And then?
Now I'm holding the button, it's charging, forming a circle with a diameter of 1,700 meters.
Okay.
That is the sphere of
The sphere of combat?
the sphere of disable. Everything inside that imaginary, not imaginary, just a sphere will be disabled. Like missiles, torpedoes, Olympics.
No.
That follows you, I guess. Just hold the button to charge.
But then does
The
it,
longer you
so
hold,
does
the
it,
bigger
does it
the
just destroy all
diameter
missiles
is.
within that range? This is where I still don't understand what it does.
No,
but
no.
Anyway,
Okay.
we can do
You
that later.
hold that button.
We can do that later.
The circle grows, right?
Yeah, we can do that later. But we're gonna I'm gonna target Benet Keep. It's on the nearby moon. Looks like a very interesting moon. Actually, I want to know if this is on the light side. But let's head to the moon of Panem. And we just want to smash into the ground as quickly as possible and destroy our poor deer hauler.
What the
And all the drugs.
fuck am I
What's that?
So, did I just say, why can I pop my shield cell, right? I just popped 2.
I am not sure.
I just used 2 of my shield cells, and my temperature
Okay,
popped
that's on the.
to 260%. Then I pop coolant.
Oh yeah, your shield cells will
I
raise
still
your.
don't know why. Earlier, why I can't use my shield cell. Now I can.
I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
so I don't actually know what to target because I want to land on the day side of this very beautiful looking planet. But you know what? There's a lovely impact crater there, which kind of looks like a butthole. If these planets were eating things, this is where the food would come out. And I think
All impact craters are the same.
exactly. So we're gonna aim at the
They are
center
the
of this
same
lovely
height,
impact
same
crater.
diameter.
All right, so I am going to.
Everything's the same.
All right, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to go straight at this beautiful, beautiful yellowy planet, kind of urine-y flavor, and I'm going to aim right at the center of this impact crater. And let's see what this, if we can create a larger crater. Uh-oh. Hold on, I'm going too steep. I'm blacking out. I'm blacking out. All right.
You know you can do.
Wait,
There's a fun thing you can do is measure how
Wait, what the
high
hell?
the crater is.
wait, what the hell just happened? I just went down on the day side and it just turned completely into the night? I can't see anything now.
Yeah.
What is going on? Is this planet cursed? Is this like Midderland Hollow? I don't understand what just happened. I was on the day side. You all saw that I was on the day side, right?
Yep.
Is this the crater? Why is it pitch black? Hold on, can I even see stars? Yeah, okay. So that's not malfunctioning. Okay, hold on a second. This is a mystery.
There is, because the planet is blocking the star.
Oh!
It's
Did we just wandered down
It's
into an eclipse? That is weird. That is a weird effect. Okay.
Totally not weird. It's also quite beautiful, I guess.
It's just weird that because like I was looking at it and it's pure day, I can see the planet very clearly, and then as soon as I get down there, like everything goes pitch black. I think I'm in the impact crater because I can see like cliff walls all around me. It's
Yeah,
kind
you
of a
can
nice sight,
measure
though.
how high it is.
Actually, I kind of want to just land and see what this looks like. Of course, like, because this is just a stock hauler, it's all E-rated, so, like, it takes literally forever to boost. Alright. We're gonna come in for a nice, smooth landing. I do want to get a look at that eclipse from the ground. Landing gear down. And we'll just roll our way to a solid landing. This is an interesting moon, though, because, yeah, the Panem system, I think that's a pretty important system in lore. I think Onion Head is pretty, like, an important part of the Elite Dangerous galaxy. It is dark as shit here. Holy crap. Like, I mean, let me put it this way. When a solar eclipse happens on Earth, when a solar eclipse happens on Earth, it doesn't just, like, capitulate the planet into entire, like, pitch blackness. That looks nice.
Yeah, you can turn on your lights, I guess.
My one flashlight. That's kind of a pretty eclipse, though. You can see the nice red
helps.
atmosphere of Panem itself. If only we could land on such planets. And of course, the hauler has some pretty cool little racing skins. It's ironic to buy a racing skin for the hauler, which is like a slow-ass ship, but it's fun.
It can go fast, I guess. It's just,
I mean, like, compared to an Imperial Eagle or a Courier, you know, it's like you don't buy the hauler for its speed. You buy it for its cuteness and its early game efficiency. But alright, okay, so we're gonna boost up.
I bought my hauler for mining, but I ended up using it for exploration.
It's a great exploration ship, especially early game. Like, it's got a decent jump range, decent amount of modules. Like, for exploration, I think you can't go wrong. Hold on a second, who the hell is that? I think there's like a random, Type 6 here, named Beowulf.
NPC?
Yeah. I'm gonna just shake things up a little bit and try just shooting him and see what he does. He's called the police. They're on their way.
Oh, no.
Let's see if this poor little hauler can actually like take down his shields.
Fuck! It's pitch black.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is like unnatural eclipse. Okay.
Why didn't they put shortcut into night vision, light?
Yeah, you pretty much got to use night vision down here. Although it would be kind of cool. Like the one thing that I wish they would add to the night vision is if, like, let's say you were using night vision and then you went and saw a sun directly, like it should blind you. Like if you were using night vision in a brightly lit area, because that would be how it would work in real life, right? Sorry?
I mean, the name is quite nice, Beowulf. I remember that movie. Whoa!
We're gonna kill Beowulf.
That city movie.
There will be no Beowulf sequel.
That city movie.
I don't remember the movie Beowulf.
Jolie,
What was Beowulf? I know there's like a myth or whatever. It was an ancient German myth.
Yeah, it's a 3D animation movie. Animation film is quite shitty.
Ah! Who did that? Was that you, Dark Emmy, or was that you, Minardi? Who smacked my hull?
No,
I think that was Minardi.
What? I bumped into you? No?
Someone did.
I have 100% sure.
If it wasn't like maybe a random police officer came to check things out, smashed into me, and then like said, let's get out of here.
Well, I'll tell you what. No, let's leave him alone. Let's leave him alone and just see what he does.
All right, we'll follow him. Because he's not really attacking back. He's just claiming to call the police.
Exactly. It's just lights on, lights
Hold on,
on.
he is
lights
shooting.
on.
He is shooting. Or is that someone?
Stone weapons. Let's make this a nice experience.
Yeah, we were just doing some laser testing, dude. Oh, look at that! He's got a little multi-cannon too. He is actually doing some babi combat. Like, who equips a Type 6 with a laser and a multi-cannon? Why does the Type 6 even have hard points? That's my question.
Somebody that's Dangus. Maybe we should recruit him.
I'm going to try to dock with him. I am now attempting to dock with the T6. Okay, he's slipping away. I'm using a hauler as a hatchbreaker. Oh no! F. Happy New Year, Ray Mobula. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. It is indeed 3308. It is a new year. We've made some resolutions. We're breaking them all today. Just to get the year started off on the right foot. And my ship has just been destroyed by Beowulf. A Type 6 with a laser cannon and a multi-cannon. And oh no, I've lost my 8 units of onion head. I wonder where they went. And oh damn it, it's gonna send... Oh, I didn't realize this. It's gonna send me to a prison ship. And that's far away. And my ship is really far away. We might have to taxi from here. Because this hauler is E-rated. I'm gonna be stuck out on a prison ship. Another thing that's weird is, like, the prison ships don't have shipyards, so if you needed to go somewhere, you're kind of screwed. And this one, yeah, I don't know what it is about the Empire, but we're very close to Dangus, but not very close to where we were. And let's see, how many jumps would it be to get back? I can't even do it. It's like, yeah, it would be how many jumps? 16. That's not happening. Hold on. I'll take a cab. This would be a good time for a bio break. I'll do a bio break cab. Which literally, like, if anything, I will say the cabs, one of their greatest functions is they do provide ample opportunity for bio breaking. So here we are on the Fist of the Empire. Which I don't know. That's not a good name. Is that really what you want to call your mega ship? Your prison ship?
Yeah, no, that's not a good look.
Like, don't drop the soap in the fist of the Empire, right? Otherwise, they themselves might get fisted. Okay, so where should we head next? We could head to Achnar. It would be a good place. What else do we want to do? Hold on, let me just look at my... So, what have we done versus what is left to do? I'm going to say yes, we did smash into a planet. We smashed into a Wolf-Rayet star, and we smashed into a planet during an eclipse. Did die, but then attacked Type 6 and did die. So, okay, we need to create... We did ramming in the concourse. We need to create a docking incident, and we need to pirate someone and toss a tourist into the sun. Ooh, we'll enjoy that. And then, of course, do some exercise and find... Which I imagine just like, we're getting lots of exercise doing this. Do you want to head... Why not head to Achnar, the capital of the Empire? There's got to be some good shit there. I rarely go. I just paid off all my Empire bounties, so, like, I have a rare opportunity to actually not be shot here. And Achnar 3, ooh, wait a minute. Achnar 3 is that giant heavy G world, right? I want to see how a taxi takes it. Is there anywhere we can land there? Brill works, not a valid drop-off. Oh no, there's no places that you can land on Achnar with a taxi. It would be really interesting to see a taxi deal with high G. But okay, let's head to maybe one of these bigger ones. Baker Terminal? Or Bell Terminal? What'll it be, guys? Baker or Bell? Any preference? Baker it is.
Because it's more alphabetical in the order of things.
You gotta pick a system for making decisions, right? And it's like, alphabetical is one, random, eeny, meeny, miny, mo will do. The Fist of the Empire. I'm a very indecisive person myself, where it's like, yeah, do I want tacos or burgers to eat right now? It's like, I have to use some third-party decision making. And I personally, I do the eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing, but only because that tells me what I truly want. Because as you get to the end and it's about to make the decision for you, whether it lands on burgers or tacos, I'm going to pick the actual one I wanted. It'll land on burgers and I go, no, actually, that means I want tacos.
You used to be indecisive, but now you're not so sure.
That's a good way to put it. Alright, we're joining up in the taxi here. Let's just check in on our taxi driver. It is a lady. The sexy and surreptitious Claire Jackson, who passed her exam in 33000. So yeah, 8 years ago. An experienced pilot. But anyway, I'm going to throw up the... Sorry?
Hold on. So that station is the capital of the Empire, right?
Yes, that's where we're heading, yeah.
So I don't have permit to go there, so can I take a taxi to there?
Oh, you don't have the Achnar permit. Maybe we can help you with that.
I don't have any permit. I don't grind stuff. So
you don't have any permits?
That's why I go Alliance.
Oh, permits are fun. We'll tell you what. I'm gonna head there. I'll buy a ship, and then we'll find a system nearby to do more shenanigans if you can't get in there. But I'm gonna do a quick bio break, so I'm gonna mute my mic.
Yeah, the nearest system is called MOT.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. I will be back in 5 minutes. I will see you shortly. Enjoy your bio breaks. Make good pee-pee. Go and make good pee-pee. And maybe poo-poo if you want. I'll be back in 5.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, thank you for that. That's interesting.
Well,
So that's basically it. It's not really. You just need some more attention, I guess. You know what is coming at you and what range is it. Basically, if you fully charge it 3,000 meters, anything will be disabled. Because most missiles only lock target at maximum 3,000 meters, and almost the case you could outfly it. So, yeah.
Are you talking about
You don't need to
the
fully charge
ECM?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can test that out here, actually. I would like to see how that does. Face a crew members missing permits. Oh, that's interesting. You can't take taxis to permit locked systems because the taxi drivers don't have permits.
You don't have permits, I guess.
Oh, I have a permit for Feezy, I think. Let me see here. I actually do that. One of my long-term goals in this game is to get all the permits. Face safe. Oh, I don't have Facey. Oh, okay. So apparently I don't have. Yeah, because otherwise, how would I get to Achenar? So apparently I don't have the Feces permit. The permit to Feces. I kind of want that permit. Of course, the permit grind is not a super fun thing. Essentially, all you have to do is just do missions for the faction that owns the permit. So figure out where else they exist, do a bunch of missions for them, and then you get a permit in your mail. But I love the idea of acquiring permits and just unlocking the areas that you're not supposed to go, and then God knows what you're gonna do.
I'm okay with bad permits, I guess, but yeah, able to visit whatever that dies, the closest to the sun, the soul.
Yeah, the soul permit was the first one I ever got.
Imperial, nah.
The soul permit is a ritual that every commander must get. Like, if you get this game and go, I don't want to visit the soul system, like, what are you doing? You got to visit the soul system. That's part of every pilot's, like...
I don't.
You've never visited soul?
I don't. No.
Yeah,
I never found that permit.
You got to visit the home world. You got to check out Earth and Mars. It's
so,
actually,
do you want me to talk about role-playing things?
Talk about what?
Because talking about role-playing things is quite cringe, I guess. I don't really talk about these things, but if you want to talk about those, to me, so my commander has I give her a little background story. So
okay.
She is a very pacifist, like me, extremely pacifist, because she lost her entire family at the war.
Okay, so
where
she's
the Fed and the Empire fighting. So she basically in the coma all the time.
Okay.
When the thing hits, so she was transported into the Alliance facility. So she was basically fed up with the whole Federation versus Empire thing. So she was belong to the Alliance. That's why the whole thing goes.
Right. Oh, so is your player character like an Alliance person?
Yep. That's why all my ship has Alliance logo on them.
Okay. I would say like I
Alliance
always
has a rank, I will grind it too.
I always enjoyed the Alliance philosophy and just kind of like that they're like sort of like this disparate trading conglomerate, but it's not really like a faction in a sense. Like they're like a bunch of like independent systems just pooling their resources together, right? Misfits, yeah, sure. And by the way, listen to this sound.
So
we're breaking.
That's the sound.
Little hair of the dog is gonna stir up. Cracking an IPA.
So, in my understanding of the Elite lore, Alliance welcome just about anything into their
even Thargoids.
Alliance, I guess.
Even Thargoids. Because they are the most Thargoid sympathetic faction.
That probably includes something extremely totalitarian, like North Korea. If some faction runs like that, if they want to join, sure, why not? So that's my understanding of Alliance law. They okay.
Just like listen, as long as you're not a federal or an imperial allied system, then yeah, you can join the party, man. Be an alliance system. All you got to do is like I don't know, do some pay. You know, just like you know, if we call you to fight, then just you know show up. I do like the fact that like okay, like as much as I don't really get into like the politics of the galaxy, I like that there are like your three main factions, and you still have independent systems that like don't care about any of that, right? You can still find systems that literally are like Feds, Empires, Alliance, Fooey. We're on our own here. We do our own thing. And that's kind of neat. But if I did have
that's
to
my
get
understanding of.
Yeah.
So they are independent, right? They are, to my understanding, they are quite powerful, probably more so than a number of big powers in the Alliance combined. So
I don't know about that. I mean, like, I think the Alliance, I don't think is like more powerful than the Feds and the Empire. I think the Empire is probably like the Empires and the Feds got to be like the two dominant ones, right? Because they just have the most resources. But the Alliance is kind of like, I think like they have the moral high ground, right? Like they're the faction that you know doesn't have like slavery, and then like the feds are like all about like surveillance and sort of like pre-crime and stuff like that. Whereas the Alliance is just like, yeah, like if you want to join us, that's cool, man. Anyone's welcome. Even the Thargoids, we don't care. We will take your barnacles. You can trade them with us. It's all good. So like the Alliance, I think are like the friendliest faction if you're like someone that wants to join up with a faction that isn't like tyrannical in some way or another, right? Like the Federation's like bureaucracy. The Imperials are like old school, like kings and queens and dukes, and it's all about royalty and status and social class. And then the Alliance is just like we have a bunch of like shipping freighters that we've like duct taped guns to, but like they'll still put up a fight. Oh look, Yamix is here. This guy looks kind of like Yamix, at least with the dreads.
So,
anyway. He's working on
my
his
understanding of the Empire is as if the Qing dynasty never ends in 1911, and instead it goes all the way to 34th century, right?
Right.
That's my understanding. Extremely totalitarian, but in the same time, very progressive, in the sense of they have some amazing tech, but
it's all shiny. It's all shiny, and it's all about like wealth and status. And so yeah, like the Empire definitely is like, the way I think about it is like the Empire is very much like the Americans, right? Of like, like we're gonna do our own thing. Don't tell us how to run our country, kind of thing, right? And it's like, yeah, we have slaves, but you know what? They're well paid, and everything. They're happily, like, imperial slaves are not really slaves. They're just like low paid workers or whatever, right? Whereas the Federation is more like I would assume like the UN, or like kind of like a conglomeration of corporations that is like taken over government, right? And then the Alliance is kind of like, it's just like that sort of like unspoken agreement between like some of them are nations, maybe some of them are more corporate. It don't matter in the damn Alliance where you came from, as long as you're willing to shoot when the time is right, when they ask you to.
That's the thing I love the most about the anarchy. Who's the dreadlock guy, like Yamix?
Not Yuri Grom, is it? Yeah, it's Yuri Grom.
Yeah, it's like, we're anarchists. Come and join our club and be part of an organisation.
Well, the next thing is...
Organisations.
It's Archon Delane, sorry. Archon Delane.
That's it, yeah.
He's the pirate faction. This is the weird thing is, like, so you have, like, power play. And obviously within power play, you've got Empire, Feds, and then there's only really one guy for, like, the Empire has, Arissa Livingi Duval, Aisling Duval, Denton Petraeus, and, isn't there one more? Yeah, Zamina Turval. Then for the Federation, you have Zachary Hudson and Felicia Winters, so there's, like, two parties. But then for the Alliance, you just have Edmund Mahan, right? He's just like the figurehead. And then you have two independent factions, being three. Li Yong Rui, which is like the Sirius Corporation, which is like shady intergalactic corporation. Pranav Anatal, which is kind of like weird hippie cult of like, let's get high and like love the materials. Let's make love to some niobium or something, right? And then you have your pirate faction, which is like, again, like they're independent of the. Oh, and then there's Yuri Grom, who again is another independent one. So Yuri Grom is independent, but actually, what is he all about? Progress in mankind's development is inevitable, but it is imperative that we prevent the lust for innovation from jeopardizing the successes of our past. So what is he, like Amish? I don't know. The only power that I've ever joined, and this is way back in the day, was I joined Felicia Winters. And it was just to try power play. And obviously I didn't like it, so I kind of just quit. That was long before I started doing the Dangus. And really, I haven't looked back at power play since, but
so
I do want to do that one day.
Figureheads, yeah.
Well,
the oldest one among these figureheads are Emma Mahone. He is, according to the wiki, he's almost 200 years old.
200, man. What's his diet? What does he eat? Give us the tips, Mahone.
Maybe because the time doesn't run on Earth time, I guess. But Felicia Winters, she is almost 70 years old, I guess. To me, these two on the Fed, Zachary Hudson, look just strikes me as more smart Donald Trump, and Felicia Winters is just AOC, I guess. Edmund Mahone, he is
he Bernie Sanders?
so nobody cares.
Edmund Mahone must be the Bernie Sanders then. It's like, I'm asking you once again to join the alliance.
He is like the president of Germany, nobody cares, right? Because
Angela Merkel.
president of Germany doesn't do anything. It's a ceremonial post, right? It doesn't control anything, so it is the council control the alliance. So on the Empire side, old Duval looks like, I don't know, if she is an empress, really has the power kind. And there's a female emperor in the Chinese history, just like her.
Oh, yeah.
And that young princess, I don't know, she's like, if you want a free slave but still holding the title as a princess, you are nothing to me. Just like
Are you talking about the blue-haired waifu?
yeah. So
good old blue-haired waifu.
I worked briefly at the NGO. So there was some sort of post holding for those rich kids whose parents are donors. Now, those rich kids come to our organization. They don't really do anything. They just have a title. They sit in the office chatting with people.
It's an honorary title.
Just a few hours per week. Nothing to. They don't do anything.
I'm a part-time princess. Is that what?
At a food bank.
I'm a princess, but only part-time.
She's basically strike me as that. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Just just a patron, really rich, because I don't know, born in a wealthy family, I guess. So they gotta do. I mean, she must have some power, or otherwise her family won't allow her to do these destructive things. Or maybe they want her to do that.
So this is interesting. I'm just like we're in the Empire capital here, and they don't even have like the kind of. It's so crazy when you go to a place like this, and it's like Shinrada Desra would have everything you need, and here you are in the capital of like one of the biggest factions of the entire galaxy. And they don't even sell life support modules. It's so bizarre. One thing that I've railed against, and I think that they should change it, and I don't know, this might be a controversial opinion, but I think that you should be able to go to any station and order any module from anywhere in the galaxy. And the only difference it shouldn't be the availability, it should be the price. So like, yeah, okay, you come to the Empire capital, you want to buy a power plant 7A, we've got it, but we don't have that many of them because they're kind of a special order, so we're going to jack the price up 10 times. And therefore, it's a case where no matter where you are in the galaxy, you're always at like a Shinrada Desra style station that has, you know, if it has outfitting, it's got access to everything. But, you know, if you want to buy it cheap, you go to the places where the supply comes from.
Yeah, I don't.
Right?
Yep.
I
don't mind an extra zero.
Wouldn't the marketplace of the future do exactly that? Across galaxies and deliveries and all the rest of it, and the eBays of
this is like I'm like, okay, I could go out and I can buy a bagel and have it shipped to my house right now through a food delivery service, right? But you're telling me that in 3308 I can't find a damn life support module in the Empire capital. Like, that makes no sense to me.
This is David Braben breaking into the stream and telling you, no, you can't do that.
Well, you know what, Braben? Look at your stocks.
See,
Tell me that while you're looking at your stocks, damn it. I do feel a little bad for Frontier because it feels like, you know, the whole Jurassic Park thing didn't, you know, go too well in the sequel game, and so they kind of took a bit of a plummet in the stocks this year. And you know, as much as I don't care about any other game that they make other than Elite, you want the company to do well so that they continue to, you know, develop and improve on Elite, right? If the company went bankrupt, we wouldn't get any more, you know, Odyssey updates, right? So I want them to do well, but I want them to make more money off of Elite franchise. But all right, so it turns out I do have a passenger thing. So one of the New Year's resolutions that I have here is to dump, or to not dump passengers into the sun. And as you do, you're going to do the complete opposite. So I'm going to grab some passengers. And I'm going to try to find someone who deserves being. Kyla Puckett wants to go on a sightseeing adventure.
Can you dump passengers?
You can't dump them, but you can make them eject their escape pods if you piss them off enough. So we have a coward here. A cowardly commander does not react well to danger, and she is demanding. So that's pretty good. I don't like this lady. Kyla Puckett, I'm going to take you into my hold, and then we're going to dump you into the sun. Okay.
With a name like that, I think she's kind of got it coming to her.
That's what I'm saying.
But, you know, I may be biased.
I'm judging a book by its cover, but you know what? It's like sometimes that works. But I figure we'll go to a tourist system to do it. I think it's only appropriate that we dump her into the appropriate type of star. So I've just bought a little dolphin here, which again is a beautiful. I love the dolphin. I think it's one of my favorite small ships. I'd say between the dolphin and the courier, they're both two really sleek little ships that you feel like cool driving around in. The only downside of the dolphin is it does have like a very a small cockpit, but I like the view. Like this is a very nice view. So yeah, so Zakao, if you want to go to Smethelis 173, that's where I'm gonna head over there, and then we're gonna dump this lady into the sun. I'm gonna need someone to create some danger if we can't find any NPCs to attack us.
Are you actually doing this lady a disrespect by abducting her, ostensibly, from an Empire system, taking her to a place that is not an Empire system, and then dumping her in the sun? I just want to clear that point up.
I just choose not to pay attention to their politics, and so I think that's like this is a corporate system, so that should be fine.
Okay. Well, I guess all the suns are 1 million degrees centigrade, so who cares what politics they have?
Exactly. The sun does not care whether you're Empire or Federation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get... I've smacked into the sun now. And what we're going to do is we're going to put silent running on. And things are going to get really hot. And then we're going to wait for this lady to start complaining via text messages. And then when we're good and ready, we'll just dump her into the sun.
She's complaining via WhatsApp. Wait, what?
She sent you a WhatsApp message. Excuse me, driver, please let me out. So we're at 211%. So far, she hasn't really complained. Okay. Maybe she doesn't mind. Maybe she's like, no, actually, you know what? I like the heat. It was winter on the planet that she was on. So this is a nice change of pace. It's like a tropical vacation.
She could handle the heat and she got out of the kitchen.
Oh wait, here you go. She's miserable. Commander, was that hull damage? It sounded like it. I don't handle death very well. Please dock at the nearest station. Right away, ma'am. After we just fly into the sun. So, we've already failed her passenger mission. She's very upset.
That is one of my stock trade repart whatever things when people say, do you have any allergies? And I'm like, yeah, death. I don't respond to it very well. I tend to react rather extremely. Apart from that, yeah, pass me the menu.
Also cats. Cats and death. Pretty much the two. When combined, it's not a pretty situation.
So, where did you get the winking cats from? If I may be so bold.
We don't speak about that. Oh, here we go. We're dead. There we go. And I'm going to pretend that the little thing that's flying towards the sun is that tourist. Lute's like, I didn't say anything.
I always love the way you say, and I'm dead. Like,
And
it's
I'm
a
dead.
good thing.
It's just part of life. And part of being a pilot is just, you know what, you can't get through a year without rebuy. That was a ridiculous resolution. Can you imagine though, if it, like, again, like some people will do that and create like a second account and do an Iron Man commander, right? Let's see if she sent us. Yeah, she sent us a little message that the destruction of your ship has made it impossible for me to reach our destination on time. Consider the contract canceled. So she doesn't even care that she died. She's just mad that because my ship blew up, she can't get where she was going in time. And she was on a vacation. So, you know what? I don't feel bad about blowing her up.
Yeah, that was just a letter from her lawyers.
From her estate, yeah. So let's see here. What do we have to do? So we do need to do some exercise. We need to do some piracy. And I think that's about it, because we've smashed into planets. We've picked up Onion Head. We've killed people. We've rebought. We've done shenanigans. We've rammed the concourse. We've done docking incidents, many of them actually. So we just need to really get some piracy done and get some exercise. So I feel like, is there a way that we could do both? Like, how can we turn piracy into an exercise?
Oh, that's going to be one of those hijacker thing from the ground crashed SRV mission, run around, lots of people, decker.
Definitely. I think, how do we steal? We need to steal something from a land facility and do it in a way that we get lots of exercise. So just running through a facility and stealing all their shit. Okay, I think that works for me. I'm gonna equip Hacktrigger limpets just in case, though. You never know when opportunity could strike. Okay. So all we need to do is just find a cool place in this system to go to. What's Joe Schmalfler saying? You started playing Elite Dangerous on January 14th, 2020. Wow, and you've not rebought a ship once ever? You've never rebought? That's impressive, dude. I rebuy like several times a session, so it's like, that's another world. Let's go to one of these places. There's Pyramol Analysis Lab. Is that an Odyssey location? It is a research settlement.
Well, if their playtime is single-digit hours, no rebuy, I guess. Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're looking at like hours played, but Joe, you're a big explorer, right? So you often go out exploring, and you know, there's less. Not to say that like exploring is risk-free, but there's a lot less risk in exploration than say like bounty hunting or whatever, right? Ooh, found a place called Chemical Silo, and this is on the third moon of the
Your
last
resolution is blocking the wheel again.
What's blocking? Oh no, I changed
Your
that. It's just
new
there's a
resolution.
yeah stream delay. I actually remembered it this time. But yeah, so what we need to do is we need to go down there and we need to commit piracy, but also get exercise. And by the way, I love this type of station. These are the kind of luxury stations where they have like cool little statues. So you can see like these cool little guys, these little metal dudes with their arms raised up. You can go right up to them, you can smack against them. Hello, sir. Kind of a neat little addition, and like you can imagine that at some point in maybe Odyssey you'd get to walk around in this little park here, right? That would be neat. Of course, this isn't real water, as you can see. It's all fake. It's all an illusion. It's just a mosaic to simulate water. And I really do like these cool like luxury tourist stations. They're very cool. And here we got a guy named Paul McEwen. Alright, well, let's head to Chemical Silo, and we'll see how much exercise we can get and what we can steal. And then we will have failed all of our resolutions in the first day of the year. which to me is an accomplishment.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know, when I look at these things, I always thought, are they created by the team at those Jurassic Park games?
2,
You have to wonder that, like, there's got to be some people that are just like, because, like, I don't know necessarily the structure of a video game company, but imagine, like, there's people in, like, the art department, and their job is just like, hey, design the ships and the assets for them, or design this station, and, you know, make, I want you to work the next 3 days coming up with a new form of plant. You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm sure they have, like, an elite dangerous team that's, like, dedicated to, like, the coding of Elite and the gameplay and whatever. But you have to imagine that maybe, like, okay, one of the guys on the Jurassic Park team finishes his task to make a dinosaur early, and it's like, hey, I don't got nothing to do. They're like, hey, why don't you make some elite plants? Or make some elite rocks, you know? It probably happens. I'm sure that they get some people that might move between teams when things are needed, or maybe like, oh, hey, Jurassic Park is going to launch soon. Let's move someone from the elite team over there to make some new dinosaurs or something. I'm sure they probably do that, but I don't know. It's kind of mysterious. Like, I don't know. Frontier maybe, like, that's an area that they want to keep mysterious, because if people knew how they actually worked, then you'd get every armchair game dev in the world telling them what they should be doing differently, as if they don't already do that. And it must be frustrating when you're just like working a job, you're doing what your boss is telling you, and then you got all these like guys on the internet saying like, oh, you could be doing this so much better if you did X, Y, and Z. But like no one knows. No one I know works there. So who knows what it's about. But I would imagine that they have like a pretty sizable team, and I'm sure some people jump between games.
And sorry
So
to throw
my-
that straight back into your face, but I'm about 1,000 light seconds out. Are we going into this establishment and killing everyone, or are we doing covert, stealthy?
Exercise and thievery.
Armchair general.
We need to pirate people and take their shit, and then we need to like do exercise. If exercise can be accomplished through murder, then technically that's valid. But it's not exclusive to murder. Murder can be like murder could be like your sit-ups, and then mild harassment could be like your push-ups.
Does changing magazines count as exercise?
It is motion. I mean that would be like you're exercising your ammo muscles.
Let's go exercise.
Yeah, I think we can kill everyone there. That's fine. Joe's saying you've unlocked all 25 engineers. Wow, that's impressive. Because that's I know that grind, and that is not a fun grind. Done 3 power play factions. Wow. Okay. That takes time as well. King in Empire, Admiral in Federation, Triple Elite, Combat on Christmas Eve. Oh, congratulations. And what a great Merry Christmas activity. Santa's coming. Better murder people and get my combat to Elite. You visited Beagle Point and Sag A and bought a fleet carrier. So you've done more than I've done in this game in like 1/5 of the time. But you know what they say is blaze your own trail, go at your own pace, right? The one thing I always think is like, you know, I've still never really flown an Anaconda. I've never owned a Type 10. I've never been to Beagle Point, and all of those things,
you can fly an Anaconda now. There's
I
nothing special flying an Anaconda, I guess.
well, I mean, it's
I guess. I'm sure.
to me, like, the Anaconda is like, I think it's like the prize ship that everyone, when they first start the game, they're like, I want to work up to get that Anaconda. I think like some people might go after the Corvette or the Imperial ship because those are technically more specialized and in that sort of like heavyweight class, but everyone can get an Anaconda just by going to Hutton Orbital. They'll give you one for free. But the point being is like the Anaconda is like that goal ship, right? Like once you hit the Anaconda, you know you're at the end game. The reality, of course, is once you buy an Anaconda, you go, oh my god, I'm going to need twice as much money just to buy the modules for it. Because the modules themselves are more expensive than the ship. So I don't know if the ship is that special per se when compared to any other ship. I think every ship is kind of unique and special in its own way, except for like the Cobra Merc 4, the Type 6, and all the Asp Scout. But those are ships that you'd never need to buy. in the case of Cobra Mark IV, you cannot buy. Right? You can't get that, which bothers me. Even though I would never want it. I just want things that I can't have, right? But I think the Anaconda is like that status symbol that shows like you've reached the big leagues, right? It's a great large exploration ship as
The
well.
real end game is Type 8, I guess.
Well, if you can find and see a Type 8, then you know.
Cobra Mark 4. That thing is gone.
I think the end game, the real end game of Elite is just not playing the game anymore and complaining about it on the forums. But I never want to reach that end game, so I try to slow down my progression so that I can still find some enjoyment, still some things to do.
My idea of what is an ultimate goal of Elite is buying a Valve Index having some super uber graphics card and a Thrustmaster Warhawk Potas complete with pedals. Despite you don't need a pedal to buy anything in this game.
I've never done a joystick as well, and I'd love to get a HOTAS eventually and set that up. It feels like again, it's like I'd have to relearn how to fly all the way from the beginning, but the immersion would be amazing.
So my advice for you is don't.
Don't?
I fly worse than I did on controllers.
I don't. Well, I think number one, I don't think I can fly any worse than I currently do. But I guarantee you, like, yeah, I will. No doubt, it would take me like 3 or 4 years before I'd be even like mildly competent with a joystick, because I've never really played joystick or anything.
I have been using my HOTAS for about 100 game hours now. I can confidently say I still cannot land as precise like you do on keyboard and mouse. No, you probably don't need a HOTAS for that.
Land as
Unless
precisely
you
as
play
who?
Movement Flight Simulator, I guess.
You must be confusing me with some other Muppet.
No, I see you landing. I see you landing in the station. One step pinpoint at the blue cross. I cannot land like that.
No. Oh, whoa! What the hell? Oh,
I still land like a loop.
There's cool green lights on this dolphin. That's
Fuck,
cool.
who's this?
I'm just shooting at that hauler. Is that who's that? Minardi? Is that you in the Python? Do you feel these bullets? Because I've got a cool silenced assault rifle. They're definitely hitting. That gun does absolutely no damage against ships. And I see Dark Heavy there landing on the other side. Alright, so we need to steal some shit from this base, and we need to get exercise. I think running is good. And
It deals about 4% to my shield, I guess.
Oh, I did it. I took it off about 4% of the shield? That's pretty impressive.
Is that kinetic weapon?
It is. It's like the assault rifle or whatever. Okay, so we have quite a few guards.
Do you
here,
have
actually.
plasma?
Sorry? Do I have plasma? No, I have like the... Oh, I do. I have like the plasma pistol. That's it.
Weapons free, you say?
You can shoot whoever you want. I'm here to steal shit and get exercise, which means running around until your faceplate gets all sweaty. If people die, then they die. That's just how it rolls. Oh, damn it, I'm in an exploration suit. I probably should have gotten a scavenger suit, but whatever. I'm getting some weird texture load-ins. Like, again, it's just like little things that still tell me that... Oh, wait, targeted for security scan. I didn't authorize that. Bye-bye. Let's see here. Air quality reports, digital designs. We'll take those.
Downloading data.
Alright, and then while we're downloading that data, we'll get exercise by running around. This is for our resolution. Getting lots of exercise. Alarms going off. I think someone's coming up the stairs. Hold on. Oh, hello.
You're gonna die.
And they're dead.
Transfer complete.
Should probably put my shields on now.
Shield active.
It's about to get hot in here. Oh, hello.
End it up.
Anyone else in here? No, wait. Uh-oh. They're calling the alarm, so I'm going to let that happen. I just want to see what happens. Just throw a
just
grenade.
opened up a couple of doors.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Look at that.
Target lost.
What did you do?
Oh, sorry. I opened up a couple of doors for you. Everyone else apparently was more hell-bent on destroying their weapons than they were with anything else, so yeah, I just open
Oh,
doors and you can make your way in and steal.
I actually just got, like, blown up by something. I think someone had a rocket launcher down there. Uh-oh. That was rather sudden. You have lost consciousness, okay. Where am I going to wake up is the question. Will I just wake up in space, or will I be in prison? In prison. That's fine, I can take a taxi back. Here's a question, too. If you have something in your suit inventory, and you don't transfer it to your ship and you die, do you still get to keep that, or is that gone?
I think they are gone.
No gravity. Magnetic contact.
But if you can get it to your SRV, even if your SRV blows up, do you still get to keep it in that situation?
Welcome to Apex Interstellar. Where can we take you today?
Okay, let's see how far away we are. Oh my god, it's actually quite far. All the Empire prison facilities seem to be very far away.
I have one notoriety. Why?
Notoriety? Guilt by association, my friend. You got notoriety because you were an accomplice. We've been doing some terrible things today.
Oh.
And now you are on Spatula 007 stream, you're gonna get notoriety.
But don't worry, because notoriety goes away. I think it's like every...
I'll just chill out at this station again.
Yeah, like every so often in game, your notoriety will decrease. But while you have notoriety, some interesting things might happen. Like you could be sniffed out by bounty hunters and such. So it does create like some interesting moments, right? And Jose,
The thing is, if I'm docked at the same place you do your hijinks.
Mhm.
So if I'm not stepping out the ship and I'm not taking off, nobody can do anything to me.
that's true. You could just sit there and count down the clock, right? And nothing bad's gonna happen. How many jumps in this taxi? Oh, only 4 jumps in the taxi. That's fine. Here we're at the Seraph's Wing. Some of these prison systems, I feel like there might be hiding something in them. Like, wouldn't that be kind of an irony, right? This one, of course, has only one landable planet. What secrets do you hold? I do think if I was designing the game, hold on a second. Wait, hold on. What did I see there? There's something weird there. Oh, first mapped by Jamto 11111111111. I'm assuming Jamto 1 was taken, and he just wanted to make sure that the odds were in his favor. But yeah, Joe's saying he has 10,000 systems with his name on them as first discovered. That is an impressive amount. Now, I'm definitely proud to have some systems tagged under my name. Even some like interesting ones, like when Odyssey added the landfall or like the first footfall. I managed to get first footfall not on the moon where there's a Thargoid prison base, or I should say a prison base that's being attacked by a Thargoid, but on the next moon over I was able to get first footfall. And it's like I am definitely like whenever I'd love to get first tag on a discovery because like your name is immortalized with that cool thing, right? But I have to say the problem is, again, there's just so many people that play this game, and so many of them are just like way better at finding stuff than I am. But every once in a while in my journeys, I'll stumble across like a neutron star or an Earth-like world, and getting to tag one of those and discover it, that's certainly a treat. I would love to discover a black hole. I still haven't, I think, ever got first discovery on a black hole. I don't know. Anyone know there? Do you guys know?
Cannot get the first discovery on the star. I guess there's no. See, things stars don't have a first discovery. They already mapped on the galaxy map.
Black
you
holes.
Just go to some website, search for the.
I'm pretty sure you can get first discovery on black holes, though. I'm fairly certain.
Unless the black hole is not the center of that system, I guess.
Yeah, is there a system that actually has a black hole, like other than, I guess, Sagittarius? Like, are there systems that have a black hole as their primary star? Because most of the black holes I've found have been off to the side kind of thing, or in a binary system. But like, even if I were to let me just try something here. Let me look at like Maya might be the only black hole that probably isn't taggable. Let us look. But yeah, Maya B was discovered by Molin Reich. And then, of course, Sagittarius A itself, which is the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. I don't even look it up because I remember it's what is it? Sagittarius. How do you spell that? Sega Genesis? Sagat. No. Sagittarius. I can't spell Sagittarius. Whatever. If you go all the way over here, Sagittarius A, which you can zoom in on. Come on. I'm a little bit too far down. Oh my god, all the stars. Anyway, this system is discovered by Zulu Romeo. And I actually had the pleasure of meeting that guy at LaveCon a couple years ago. Zulu Romeo. And when the game first came out, yeah, like this is, again, way back before engineers and all that other kind of crap. He just basically booked it out there and got the scan. So congratulations to him. Because that probably would have been, there probably would have been a lot of commanders vying for that particular tag. Oh really? Joe's saying most of the black holes he discovered were the primary star of the system. Huh. How did you, Joe, I'd be interested to know, did you search for them, or did you just kind of stumble upon them? Like, were you kind of using filters on the galaxy map and trying to, find them and pick them out specifically? Or did you just happen to stumble upon them in your ways? I'm thinking... Oh, well, have you discovered any black holes? Do you have any black hole exploration tips?
I did not get first on black hole, but I met quite a few black holes. I just don't find it interesting because this game does not portray black hole the way we think it would. I mean, the interstellar way. So yeah. I did have quite a few first discovery, first landfall also. Almost a few dozen of me doing this.
Well, like one thing you could do, because you can use filters on your maps, right? So you could go into where is it, star type here, star class, and you could filter out everything but non-sequence stars here. And non-sequence stars would be what I think the black holes are categorized under. And if you were to go, let's say, where do we know there's a black hole? We know there's one in Maya. The problem is, yeah, like it won't let you know. It won't show you a non-sequence star if it's not the primary star, right? But you can literally just scroll around the galaxy like this, looking for non-sequence stars, and maybe happen to stumble upon one. But
no.
I'm not sure.
If you do exploration, you probably not doing that much on the in-game galaxy map because in-game galaxy map sucks.
What would you use instead?
I'm mostly doing on the Inara website and EDSM. I mean EDDB.
Could be.
There's a page on Inara that that basically is a heat map on people going to places. So the more people go, the map has less color, more empty black thing on it. So I almost go there.
Oh, the codex. That's true. You could use the codex. Well, okay, but here's my question: could you use the codex?
No codex. External website.
Yeah, but could you use the codex to like say, like, I want to go to the Norma Arm, I want to find a black hole that hasn't been discovered yet? Like, obviously, it's going to show you like where this was reported, and that's going to be reported by like a person, right? In this case, yeah, even with you could see with non-sequence stars, it'll filter down. Ooh, that's got a black hole, a neutron star, another black hole, and another neutron star. That's cool. I'd go there.
The problem is, if you look at these things, they're probably beyond your reach. I mean, what can you do with them if the nearest star there is KGB phone? They are all over 200 light years from them.
Yeah. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, like, whoever discovered these black holes the first time, they would have had to, find it the old-fashioned way, right? Once they get logged and the data's there, then, for sure it's accessible through third-party websites. But, like, until someone actually visits the black hole for the first time, like, they're just sitting out there waiting to be found. I just wonder, like, is there a way to do it other than just, like, looking, right? Joe saying you found the codex for some else.
I'm not looking for stars because stars are obvious. I'm looking for planet rocks.
Well, searching for planets, yeah, I don't think there's any way to filter from the galaxy map there. Like, you can only filter by star type. It's like useful in exploration because you could filter based on like, okay, I only want to see scoopable stars, or if you wanted to like, I want to find a Wolf-Rayet star. You could use the filters to find stars that are within that class, but like you can't look for black holes only. You can only look for non-sequence stars, which would be like your neutrons, your white dwarfs, and your black holes. But I know when I was doing Colonia, I remember just like as I was heading out there, along the way, I would every once in a while toggle the filters off and try to see if there's anything interesting. But there's just large swaths of empty space where there's nothing, and it's just kind of a boring thing to do. It's very like old school.
Yep. The game is on this aspect. It just stay at 2017. Nothing new in the base game.
All right,
that is including the exobiology stuff. I can't imagine how do you even elite that. Same old stuff again and again. Scanning for bacteria, fucking boring as hell.
Oh god, I hate the bacteria. They're so hard to find, and it's just like, it is really like unrewarding. I do like the plants. I love the plants.
To do that, but it's so boring. All samey stuff.
Oh, here we go. So my taxi apparently dropped me off like a few miles from the base. So that's going to be good for the exercise quota, because I'll be able to get a nice sweat going as I run in. I could see Dark Heavy jumping around from here because of his bright fluorescent suit. I do love that suit design. Was that a limited edition Dark Heavy, or is that still available?
Tell the truth, I don't know. It was the Halloween gift pack arcs thing pass.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know if it's still available for purchase, or if that's like, nope, see you next Halloween. They do that with the, what do you call them, the black paint jobs. Like, those are not normally available for purchase, but they bring them back every year, which is kind of cool. Alright, my mask is all sweaty. I'm getting some good cardio here. Very healthy stuff. Have you killed everyone? Is everyone dead, or is there still some people? Oh, wait. This guy looks like Angelica Riley.
Watch yourself. Just a minute, Commander. You're dead!
She is no more.
Oh my god, you just went large on everyone, didn't you?
Well, I just killed one person. This guy didn't even notice. Look at him walking around. He doesn't care. Okay, now we've created a little bit of a commotion.
I'm in the fight as well. We're all. Oh, there you are. What a nice purple jumper you put on.
Yeah, I got a new outfit. I honestly, I think it's ridiculous the amount of fun that I have just changing my outfits out in this game. Should put my shields up, actually. Alright, we'll just murder a couple. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm hurt. Med pack. Emergency med pack.
Shoot offline.
Hiding, running away. Don't shoot me, I'm just trying to get exercise. Okay, okay, back on the roof. You're safer on the roof? Okay, apparently not. This roof is, like, very accessible from the ground. Oh, it's a damn drone shooting at me. Are you still alive, Dark Heavy? Oh, there you are. And there you blew up something. Did you kill that drone? We have roof invaders.
Give me cover. I won't go down so easy.
Shoot him. I think it's so weird that, like, I can empty an entire clip of this gun into a shield and it does nothing. Then I pull out this little zapper pistol and it just decimates the shield. I just want to let everyone know here that we were just looking to steal some stuff. I didn't plan to murder you all. But, you know, what happens to the best laid plans? We're gonna have to steal some identities here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the plasma weapons. None of them in the game. Instead the shotgun, I guess, but I'm not a shotgun fan, so I just think that the kinetic pistol is quite to use.
Yeah, I like the plasma weapons. I like them in the sense that they're that good middle term, and I like how long they take to get to their damn targets. So that provides kind of like some balance there. But I like the idea of weapon swapping, and like, you know, you've always got like a kinetic and a laser weapon, right? Like, I like that dynamic of you know, one for the shields. They kind of, you know, they had that with the ships themselves, and they kind of carried that over to the ground weapons. But I kind of like that. I like that. What is it that you don't like about the plasma weapons?
So plasma weapon feels like a fireball. In Diablo, sorceress.
Yeah.
It travels so slow, like some kind of magic spell. It ruins the immersion.
I guess that's kind of like they had to balance out that somehow, right? Like, I like the idea that it's like, okay, they're not as powerful against shields, they're not as powerful against people, but they travel really slow. So even though they're all round, there still is like some kind of disadvantage, right?
That's why I don't like these slow flying projectiles. It makes no sense. Especially in sci-fi games.
Yeah, I guess like what's the explanation? Is like
if you turn it into miniature missiles, that could be negotiable, I guess.
Mini missiles?
Yeah. Or mini drones, I guess. That doesn't fly really fast.
Yeah. That person came looking for me and then was like, oh, I guess he's not here. Now, I could shut down the alarms, but I think that's... Oh, no, I'll take down authorization scans. That way we can get anywhere we want. But I'm going to keep the alarms up, because that could mean reinforcements, which means more fun.
And more fun means more killing.
Well, I mean, like, I'd like to think that this is all within the realm of rebuy. Like, I'm not actually killing anyone, I'm just, like, inconveniencing them by shooting them in the face. The jiggle
it is, but just a minor inconvenience.
Oh no! They just minorly inconvenienced me! And then I look down and it's like Lute's like, you know how to use a med pack, right? Apparently not. Apparently not. Alright, that's fine. Anyway, I think let's just check the resolution list here. Breaking every single New Year's resolution in one short stream. We did rebuy. We did kill people. We did buy some onion head. We did smash into a planet and a wolf Rayet star, which I'm very proud of. Finding a random wolf Rayet star and just smashing into it, that is the stuff that dreams are made of. We had several docking incidents. We had shenanigans. We did ram the concourse, and Dark Heavy almost penetrated the interior. We did technically like steal a bunch of stuff from the base, although I never got the chance to actually keep it because I keep getting murdered. We did toss a tourist into the sun, and we did some exercise. So I think we pretty much accomplished everything we set out to do, which is a wonderful feeling. And murdered a few extra people. You know, bonus points. Did get murdered ourselves several times, but you know what? That's all part of the fun. Is sometimes you got to rebuy to understand what the NPCs go through. But yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm starting to feel like eating, so I think I'm gonna call the stream for now. But I will be back next Saturday, and we'll do some more Elite Dangus stuff. Although I have no idea really what I don't know. You guys let me know what if you want to see like what I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Because I might just do bounty hunting or whatever. But I don't know. Dark Heavy and Sakao, what would be fun for next week?
Yeah, more of this, more of that.
Where would you like to go?
More random death, destruction, and shenanigans. Just more.
Or how about on foot all night? On foot only, no ship, no SRV, no nothing.
Like you can only walk around and take taxis? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, taxis are okay, but you're on your own if your oxygen run out.
We could do something like that. Just do like I like the idea of doing like a taxi only thing where you can only get around with taxis. Which unfortunately, like, yeah, if you need to go to a permit lock system, you're shit out of luck. Unless you have the permit.
That's perfect. Thank you for
Alright, I'm gonna head in a taxi and head to Greenstein Silo, and then just cut it off when I'm in the taxi. And okay, so loot. An SRV race between two bases. I love that. And I'll tell you, and by the way, if you haven't, I released a new Dangus video not too long ago. Casino Dangus is the first of what will be like I guess a parallel series, or like, you know, Spatula will have his detective adventures and his spy adventures. And I am working on the next one, and I need to find a planet that has two bases close together. Dark Heavy found a decent one, but like I'd love it if you could almost like see the bases from each other. So if any of you do come across two ground bases that are very close together, like drivable distance in an SRV, or even better, like if you can see them. I know there was one guy I saw that was able to do like a jump through a geyser jump from one base to another. So I might try to look that up again and find out where those are. But like ideally two bases that are close together, then yeah, actually we could do like an SRV race between two bases, and then I could like scout that during that to kind of like as a film location set for the next episode, which has that requirement. It always sucks when you write something and then you're just like, oh god, now I have to go out and explore and actually find a very specific thing, and it is literally like finding a needle in a haystack. But you know what, that's sort of the fun of it, isn't it? Anyway, but thank you guys for joining. I will see you next week, so stay out there in the black and 07 Ginger Dangus. And have a good week, and I will see you on the next stream. Bye.
I just killed everyone.
You just what?
Yay!
You killed everyone!
I killed everyone!
Yay!
Oh god, here I come.
Everyone's dead! You drove over 4 hours. Oh my god. Is that like, oh, see, you're talking about like a distance run. I was thinking like, no, like something that were like you could get to the other place in like 20 minutes. I don't know if those exist, but if you find one, let me know. I mean, like, I want to see, like, two bases, like, right beside each other on the map, almost overlapping, right? It's going to take a while, I think, to find. I'll just go searching through the galaxy, see what I can see. But, yeah, the more eyes, the better. If you happen to see one, let me know. Poke a comment on the YouTubes, or if you're in the Discord or on the Patreon, let me know there. But anyway, thank you guys for joining, and I will see y'all on the next Dangus. Bye!
07.
And end. There we go.